If you have to choose one curse, would you rather have constant BO or constant bad breath? Which one would you rather?
You can hide bad breath more.
Go on, run through the diagnostics.
BO has like a diameter, like you can smell it from a good 2 meters away.
Gassing. I've been in rooms, yeah, where man's over there on the landing room, but the projectiles from my man's blood cleat mouth are licking me off.
But that's the one. But that's rare. That's not common. Like BO.
No, let's say you got the rarest blood cleat form where you're murking my sniper rifle.
Say it with chest podcast.
I go by the name of Freddie Francis, Big Belly for the Big Telly, your grandmother's favourite care home visitor.
It's Draay. We don't play. We're filming the 11th episode of the podcast today.
And before we get into it, I've got a Nat Geo discovery to share with you guys.
Okay.
Did you know if you say the word subscribe, the audience see the subscribe button light up and glisten? Did you guys know that?
No, I didn't.
No, they don't.
But now you know that. You guys need to subscribe because you'll see it light up on the app, because I've seen it. So I hope you see it when you're watching the episode, Subscribe to the thing, like the thing, and you done know. It's Freddie Francis and Draay. And who we here with today?
We're here with.
Go on.
Sorry,
he's nervous.
I'm the guest. No. I just heard your mouth moving. I thought, we're here with Rampz.
Okay.
What rhymes with Rampz?
Cramps.
Okay.
It's finished.
So we're joined by Rampz.
No, you have to give me some credit. This is the first time I've come across Francis, and I'm still a bit overwhelmed.
How come?
I don't know. I tried to say hello to you outside, but you put me in your car, and we had a good 10-minute conversation.
Yeah. So basically, I met this youth,
Yeah.
and he wanted to jump in the whip, innit? So I let him jump in the whip, and we were talking about life stories, innit?
Yeah.
So there's this little story. I don't even know if I should share it for the public.
No, you have to.
Okay.
Tell them,
Because then there's a memory wasted.
So basically, there's a story. By the time this episode comes out, this might be an old story. But there's this woman, ex-teacher called Bunda Becky. Now she was convicted of having sexual relations with some year 11 youths, some 15-year-old boys, innit? Yeah. So I was basically.
But that's not the controversial part. The controversial part is your take on it.
Can I just say, me and him were outside waiting for this guy to pull up. He pulls up, he got in the back of the car, and I don't know what happened after that. I don't know what happened.
So basically,
what do you mean?
I don't know what happened after that.
So man, here's my take, All I'm saying is, if I was back in year 11 now, 15, I just got 2 E's and an F on my GCSEs, and the mathematics teacher, Bunda Becky, said, Clarty, I'm on it.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling you in the car, really.
Yeah.
So if that was my son, I'm telling him, you're living the dream that I should have lived 25 years ago.
Okay.
But at the same time, we were saying if it was flipped and it was big schlong Dave and
a man doing it instead of a woman.
Then Colassins. You have to murk him off.
Yeah.
But I think it's the what is it, hypocrisy or
the gender stereotypes or something.
Yeah, something's wrong, innit?
There's some big word that we're looking for,
The imbalance in the opinion, innit? Because obviously if it's a man doing it, it's very wrong. But if it's a woman doing it,
But what if it's your son?
Yeah, if it's my son, that's what I'm saying. If it was my son, I'm telling him, you're living the dream I wanted to live. When I was in year 11, there were some teachers.
You're not saying that, though.
You're not saying that. If you're
he comes home, dad, and you're like, my guy, you're not doing that.
What am I doing then?
You're not telling them off for G the teacher. You're not going to that's my boy.
Bro.
He's meant to be revising. It's exam week.
Nah, bro. No, you know what it is though, Mandem, If you've got that relationship with your son, where he even... Listen, I'm giving you some Marcus Aurelius blood cleat knowledge now, If you've got that relationship where your son is comfortable enough to come and tell you that he's clarted down Big Bunda Becky from mathematics and that, Yeah, key stage 3 mathematics and that, then that means that you can have that conversation with him where you say, I'm proud of you, innit?
Okay.
So that's the only good you see out is the relationship good parenting, between the parents and the child.
You know what it is though? Here's the honest truth, You guys believe, that these teenagers don't do nothing. They do something.
Okay.
We were all teenagers once, innit? So they're gonna, if you tell them no, they're gonna find a way to do. So all you can do, yeah, as future parents, yeah,
Yeah.
all of us, is try and guide your kid in the safest way, innit? So if he comes across Bunda Becky, yeah, and the thing's mad, you just tell him, don't breed it up, innit? Don't get her pregnant, bro, because it's gonna get crazy. Imagine you walk into school on Monday morning and that, yeah, and you're holding hands with Bunda Becky and that. You gotta go to your first lesson and that. And she's gotta go teach maths and that.
Yeah, it's all bad.
So this is your
It's
so
all
this is your
bad.
opinion. Yeah. How would you justify the punishment she got, like jail?
Well, I don't think she's been convicted yet, but I think she's looking at some serious jail
Yeah,
terms.
obviously.
Still, yeah,
Do you
because
agree with, because it's like paedophilia, but do you agree with that?
I don't know. It's corrupted, innit? It's corrupted.
What?
It's corrupted, bro. Because obviously it's basically one of the man them you clarted, yeah. Like I think it was you telling me the pictures, or you telling me the pictures. The pictures of the man them, they were laughing.
No.
The man there had little smirks and that. Like,
No. Okay, fine. I might have been me. No, okay, no. In the
No, but picture it though.
not the mug shot. You know where they're showing the picture of them.
of the man them.
Yeah,
that
you
clarted.
know that face. You know that face. We try holding it. Like,
You
you
need
know,
to lay it out.
They had
But
that.
picture it though. Let's say we're all in year 11, yeah? We're all 15, 16 and that. Imagine I come to you like and say, yo, remember Bunda Becky from science?
Yeah.
And you man are like, yeah, what about her? Yeah, I clarted it.
Obviously,
I know where you're
coming-
obviously
I know where
we're
you're
all
You know what I'm
guessing
saying?
it. Yeah,
But obviously from a parent perspective now, it might be a mother.
yeah.
But what I'm telling you is, I'm putting myself in the shoes of Mandem. So if my son came to me and said that, I'd have the reaction that you man would have, like, say, bro, you dealt with Bunda Becky like that and that. You know what I'm saying?
I think.
Yeah, but
I
you
think
could do that
parents
with
have to have
any crime.
parents have to have a different perspective on it than just the man them.
It depends on your parenting style, innit? I believe I ain't got a youth yet, yeah. It might land. The youth might land soon and that, yeah.
soon.
But when it does land, I think I'd have probably that kind of parenting style. innit?
Okay.
So you'd be quite close with your son.
Yeah, it'd be close. And obviously, how you treat your daughter isn't how you treat your son.
But
so
when
you
you're
be precious
but
with your
the
daughter.
son, but with the son, yeah, if you're treating him like man them, what about when he's done something wrong, you actually need to tell him off? He ain't gonna listen to you because that's your.
No.
That's
That's
it.
no. But remember,
That's
man,
my
them
guy.
can switch.
Nah.
This is your son though. This is we're talking about your son. He's not just gonna switch now.
No. As a parent, you need to take different roles, different forms. So you're not always gonna be man them. Sometimes you need to be the guardian. You need to give them the knowledge. You
Yeah.
need to be the enforcer.
Honestly,
you need to be the bailiff, man.
Honestly, I can't wait for you to have a kid. Like honestly.
Why you can't wait?
No,
I'm
serious.
just excited.
I'm
see
bringing
the
you to the
outcome.
Christian, is it?
Yeah, like I'll just be
I'll be
excited
there.
to see. Yeah, facts. I can't wait to
I'm
see it
missing
happening.
it.
Nah, but in all seriousness though, if we strip it down to its bare bones, what she did was fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Because
of
she was
course.
in a position of trust
and power. Yeah,
and she clattered down the year 11, innit?
yeah
And I think deep down you loved it, innit?
yeah, all right. All right.
I think
So-
potentially, but is it?
So of course,
You should
yeah.
work for BBC. You know.
Oh yeah.
Never.
It's
It's just not happening,
unbiased
isn't
opinion.
Very unbiased.
it? Fair enough. So, Rampz, you're in Coventry. What do you think about it? What do you think about the city? I gave him a
City
tour
is the
today.
least of my concerns. I've met you in this
We need
society.
to not go back to this guy. We need a break.
Well, I'm here for the next how long we're here, so you're gonna have to come to me sooner or
Fair
later. But
enough.
yeah, what do you make of Coventry, big man?
I think it's so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And where are you from originally?
I'm from Nottingham, but
So what does Nottingham have that Coventry doesn't?
Yeah.
To make Nottingham not boring and Coventry boring.
I know I do.
Or
agree
is
that-
Nottingham
I
boring
think
as
that's
well?
Boring as well. I just think it's a UK problem as opposed to not being Coventry
Okay.
So what's the most exciting city you've been to
in my life. It's probably gonna have to be
in the UK?
in the UK.
I ain't talking about Bangalore, New Delhi and that. We will talk about that later.
Right, hey,
In this country.
probably Manchester.
You like it, Manchester. Piccadilly, what's it? Arcade, what's it called?
Do
Ardale Centre and
you
that.
know what gay village is? I knew his face would be like.
What is it?
Nah, it's just called gay village. It's just a place though.
Okay.
What happens there?
Nothing. I didn't actually go there. I just wanted to see what kind of person you
But
are. I
what-
wanted
what-
to see what kind of face you'd pull if I said gay village.
And what face did I pull?
You didn't look very happy.
Why did I look happy?
I don't know. That's on you. Why you didn't look happy?
What do you mean that's on me?
Well,
Oi,
it's like he's the host. Like he's really taking control
bro,
of this
he's
episode.
incriminating me, blood. I just gave you the face of bemusement.
Yeah.
You
But
see what I mean?
what's so
But
good about
obviously,
what's so good about
hold
Manny?
on. Let me put in a disclaimer now.
Yo.
Yeah, because these lot are gonna think I'm blood clean, anti every blood clot
Yeah,
thing now.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, yeah.
I love all you lot. Yeah, so you lot, when you go home and do your thing, yeah, just do what you want doing it.
Yeah.
And
good.
that's all I want to say.
Yeah.
I love everyone. I love
But
everyone.
Cleared.
what's good about Manny though? I feel like we had a good day today.
No, I feel like we had an alright day, but that wasn't down to Coventry. That was just down to the sun.
Yeah, no, facts.
Sun?
Facts.
Yeah, it was sunny today. I could have been anywhere and had a great day. Didn't have to be here.
Oh wow, that's interesting. So you're the type of person that can have a good time regardless of the environment, as long as particular elements of that day are correct.
But you know what
So
it
if it's
is?
good weather, then boom, you're sorted. Yeah.
But it helps that I'm a big fan of nature.
Okay.
I like being in nature. I like being in the grass, by the lake. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
No, fair. No, I'm listening.
I'm being serious. So this is the problem with this generation. You say you enjoy the simplest of things, and
Yeah.
people start laughing at you.
Oh no! I'm just happy for you.
That I enjoy being in the lake.
No, because we were both enjoying the lake. The lake. We were both enjoying the lake.
Okay, then let me finish my sentence. You're laughing at me.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. Carry on.
So I enjoy. Stop.
Yeah, go on, big man, go on, big.
Well, I basically got my point across now, but yeah, I enjoy being in rural areas.
What, like Lancashire, like blood Yorkshire and that?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Yeah.
like the lakes, the mountains.
Ain't Northampton got Northamptonshire, couple shires and that?
Nah,
What you mean now?
nah. It's
Northamptonshire.
mountains. You know mountains. You know what mountain is?
What, Snowdon? Ben Nevis?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Snowdon.
yeah.
Places
Yeah,
like
I've
that.
done them people there.
Do you enjoy nature?
Yeah.
So you can relate. So why are you laughing then?
We've got nature in here as well.
That's a fake plan. Is that a fake plan?
Okay.
Why, how you disrespecting the blood
The
clean studio?
studio.
You're
You've
mad.
been there for
I'm
10
not-
minutes,
but it's
fam.
not
That's
nature, though,
ejection,
is
you know?
it? It's not nature, though,
Waste,
is it,
man. There's
really?
oxygen and CO2 and everything coming out of that. I
Oh,
can taste it.
photosynthesis, plasma, you know, plasma and that.
I didn't see a lot of greenery in Coventry. I saw a lot of concrete, a lot of student accom just everywhere. Just
Yeah.
built,
I'll
built,
agree, the
built.
city centre's mad.
Yeah, I know. There's no greenery.
Let me tell you something. Coventry City Councillor, main councillor, you're a waste man, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're Labour or Conservative, you're a pussy, yeah? All you lot have done is put blood clean, like this guest from another city has said, you put a concrete jungle in Coventry City Centre, yeah? And now it looks like the trap house, it looks like the bando.
Back in your day, what did it used to look like? Because I've only ever known it to look like
Back
this.
in your day.
Do you get what I'm
Back in my
saying?
day, what, 2,000 years ago?
Yeah, what did it used to look like? It's always
Back
looked
in
like
my
this to
day,
me,
it
bro.
looked, it was more open, innit? Yeah?
Yeah.
Obviously, Lady Godiva, you could see the bunda from the city centre. Now they've moved Lady Godiva miles away now. I can't see the bunda no more.
Okay.
And Peeping Tom, we got a Peeping Tom that used to look at 12 o'clock down at Lady Godiva here.
Yeah.
Peeping Tom's looking down and there's no bunda there now. He's just looking at man them like an idiot. 12 o'clock comes here, he comes out, dude, and there's no
but
Lady Godiva.
Doesn't she still go around? Doesn't she still go around? In the clock.
What, she's in the clock
He
as well?
pops out and she goes around like that.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, you're not paying attention. bro.
Maybe. But I thought Peeping Tom used to come out at 12 o'clock because Lady Godiva was in the square and Peeping Tom was where the old clock thing.
What is this, a statue or something?
So
Oh,
you
he
know
doesn't
about
know
Lady
the
Godiva? You know about
story.
Lady Godiva?
Do you know what that is?
So basically, there's this woman in the 13th, 14th, 15th, or 16th century, one of them, yeah? And she basically rode around Coventry City Centre naked, innit?
Yeah, that's just
Back in the
what-
day.
On a horse for like
On a horse.
for rides.
But that was standard in those days, isn't it?
Nah, I
No,
don't
but
think
no
so.
one was meant to look. So she was married to like this important guy, and then she said, "If I ride on a horse,
Will you
naked,
reduce the taxes for the Monday?
exactly." And then she did it, and one guy popped out, Peeping Tom popped
So
his head out,
basically,
went blind.
Francis, it was me 500 years ago.
Oh,
That's
it
what
was
I
you.
would have done,
It
blood.
was
That's what I
you.
would have done, blood.
Yeah.
So basically, everyone said, "Raw, she's rolling round, Bunda's mad on the horse." I'm like, yeah.
His neck.
He's even dressed for the story. This is an accurate description.
Yeah. You knew it was gonna get here.
Oh, the man never said, "Raw, don't look," yeah, because she's on the horse and the Bunda's mad and that, yeah.
Yeah.
No BBL back then either, so it's natural and that, yeah.
Natural, yeah.
And then man like me, 700 years ago, just did little,
And then you went blind.
bro. Then the Kalasmi, I got beheaded, bro.
And you're here today to tell the tale.
Yeah, the king beheaded me, bro, and I had to get it reattached.
Yeah.
So it's mad.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's the Lady Godiva story. So yeah, like you said, the Coventry City Centre. Yeah, back to the council, you pussy.
yeah.
You think you got away? Yeah. You need to pattern up, knock down some of these blood clean student accommodation with the students in there, innit? So we can replenish the thing. Yeah.
No,
and
literally.
bring back some greenery for the people, them. Like my dog Nems, yeah? He wants greenery.
Rampz.
Rampz,
And you might get a better review next time.
he wants greenery.
I do want. I'm being serious. I want greenery.
I agree with you, bro. It's too much concrete jungle out here, man.
I ain't seen the grass since I got here to this studio.
But the same grass that you criticise, yeah, say that.
Yeah. You said that's
Man,
grass.
come on, man. This
Well,
is
not-
greenery, though, is it?
That's not
we're
grass.
inside.
foliage.
That's
That's
leaves.
undergrowth.
That's leaves and trees.
Yeah, all right.
But other than that, I didn't see much greenery. I did see a woman having an argument with a man.
About what?
It was about nature, actually. I swear this happened. She came up to me, and I'd seen that she'd been in a bit of a scuffle, and I was like, what's gonna happen now? And she goes to me. She goes, "Oh, this boy was whining on me like a tree," and I was like, "This is my first impression of Coventry."
Literally and there was just beef.
That was the first person I spoke to, other than people I'd arranged to speak to. That was the first Coventry citizen I spoke to, and she'd been sexually assaulted.
Did she look like a nitty though or not?
No, she looked like she had a
Normal,
child.
normal citizen.
Nah, normal citizen. Yeah.
And what? Someone grinded on her like a tree.
That's what he.
But why would he choose a tree?
But he looked like a road man. Like, he looked like he weren't really.
I saw the guy did it. He was quite a young bloke, but I didn't see him actually doing the deed.
Yeah.
I just heard allegedly from this woman that he did that, and he had a guilty face on, which is my reason to believe it happened.
And you tried to chat to him, and he just weren't really feeling it.
Yeah, I just wanted to see that.
What, you asked him why he was grinding on the tree? And
I wasn't even asking that. I was just intrigued. I was like, I was just sort of pointed, but he was like, he didn't want to be there.
So so in your impression, is Coventry like a walking NPC? It's just bare different characters and that, no main character.
Well,
just
let's
bare
be
different
honest,
side quests
like,
and that.
they're not real people.
Yeah.
You think when I walked off, they carried on walking? They just stood still until next
facts.
time I come here. Cause
So basically, you paused the game, innit?
there literally doesn't need to.
And
be
you lost your
loaded in.
remote for a few weeks. You're gonna come back and then you'll start it again.
Yeah, I've been to Coventry twice in my life. That's the 2 times that people have been moving here.
Mad.
It's like when we activated the NPC on the statue when he was just sat there and then he started breakdancing.
Yes. Oh, shoot. Oh. What is going on? Yo, I just touched it.
We went up to him and went, "Oh, yo, bro, we saw you dancing. Can you dance?" He got up, just started twirling on the floor and that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give us the.
It was all mad.
They were gonna have to
It was
see
all
that.
mad. Yeah,
But
no, you'll
even
see it.
yourself-
Random dancing, yeah.
Even yourself.
Even yourself, you're a big part of Coventry. Obviously, you're one of the only people that I've met here, and you're wearing what is this? A Viking hat?
Yeah, your history's terrible.
What is it then?
What is it?
Bro,
Correct
this
me
is
there.
this
it
is
was
this,
Viking as
this
well.
here, yeah, is a Centurion helmet, yeah.
And you claim you're a real person.
What?
Like you
Bro,
actually.
you ever seen Julius Caesar statues? Is he not a real man?
Nah.
What is he then? Or is he
I said
cartoon?
no. I said no.
Or is he Cartoon Network? What is he? Nickelodeon?
He's saying that's not real.
What? Julius Caesar is not a real man.
Is
He
made
was
up.
never. He
You're
was
not
never.
a real. Like you're not a real
What,
human.
who am I?
I don't know what you are. I've just come here. There's just been some loud guy, and it's like I'm trying to grasp who you are, like where you've come from. How you know what intrigues me the most?
Yeah, go on.
How you two met. Like you just come across as 2 very different people.
You know what? How did we actually meet?
Yeah, we
That is a
met
story, you know.
at
When's the first time I seen you?
Godiva?
Godiva Festival.
Godiva Festival like 3 years ago. Like I was trying to do public interviews and everyone was going to you and and no one was looking at me. So then I went over to you and got in your video and I was like, one day I'm gonna like be that big.
And now now no one not go to me anymore. They go to him now.
Yeah.
I go out with him filming now. All the beanies are going to him. They don't go to me no. I'm granddad. I'm old news now.
How old are you?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
29.
I'm 29. I'm 30 this year. So
And I'm
old,
19,
man.
so there's a 10-year age difference.
And how old
But
are
it's
you?
healthy.
No, that's good. So you must teach him some life lessons then that you've learned over
Yeah, I've
your
dropped
years.
some. I've dropped in some of the episodes. I've dropped some knowledge still.
But I also
But
helped
he's
this
taught
guy
me some things as well.
yeah.
He's taught me some things as well.
What have you taught him?
Huh? Just a lot. Like you know,
Give me one thing you taught me. Go on.
'cause, like TikTok.
Oh, what are you doing?
What's that, fam?
Go on.
It's just like when you get older, you get more out of touch with things, and I'm very in touch with things. So I just keep him involved in the loop. You get what I'm saying?
It keeps you like in the game.
Yeah, keep him in the
Yeah, keeps you in
game.
the game.
Solid. Like you get it?
And I keep him grounded in it on real life, innit?
I like that. It's
Because
like
you know what it is,
mutual
yeah?
Relationship.
Because I've been through a few wars, innit? As you can see from the military helmet, yeah. I've seen people die, fam. Yeah. And life ain't as sweet as what these men think it is, innit?
Yeah.
This blood clear rosy man, yeah. Look at
Okay.
his cheeks, shiny.
So what have you taught me then?
Eh?
What have you taught me then?
Blood, I taught you enough things. Yeah, what I've taught you.
What's an essential life lesson that you think, yeah, he needed to know that?
What lesson?
Yeah.
What's an essential life lesson?
Essential. What have I taught you? So yeah, I've taught you. Yeah, so basically, a lot of what I've taught him, is how to operate around the opposite human beings, the opposite sex. That's what I've taught him.
None of it's ever been put into practice now.
Because you don't want to put it into practice. But on a level, though, I've taught him how to be confident, which I think he is anyway, and how to do other like life essential skills and that, and how to think outside the box. And I've taught him a lot of that because he's a bit naive. That's one thing about him. He's a bit naive. Yeah. Why giving the blood clear eyebrows? You're a bit naive, fam. You don't think drastic. You don't think madman.
Wait, I wouldn't say
because you need madman sometimes. You see George Bush, madman. Tony Blair, madman.
Of course.
Osama bin Laden, madman.
No, of course, you're
Donald Trump, madman.
No, that's not.
You need some of that, and you ain't got none. So I'll give you some.
Exactly. So you're saying you're not like him. You're not like him. Okay, good.
You missed the point, but saying that, and here's what I'm saying, let's crack on with the thing, innit? Because obviously our guest is getting cold. His BP's dropping.
I'm genuinely intrigued. I'm not.
No,
BP's dropping.
his cogs are turning.
Cogs are turning,
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
Figuring things out at the moment.
Yeah. So as we said, like he's a pensioner, innit? So can you just explain to him what you do?
Well, I'm sure you're aware of what a YouTuber is.
Fuck you, then. I'm one myself, but yeah, please continue.
There you go. She's not that out of touch then. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a YouTuber.
Please continue.
I'm a YouTuber. I got big from clipping my stuff on TikTok. So you can also say I'm a TikToker. But me personally,
Yeah, you wouldn't say
I'm
that.
a YouTuber.
And what's your niche? What's your genre?
My niche? I'd say challenges.
That's what you do.
Yeah, basically. Obviously, it's a bit of lifestyle in there, a bit of vlogs. You know what I mean? Get our personality out there. But overall,
And what kind of personality category do you think you fit in? Are you an eccentric individual? Are you introvert, extrovert,
unintelligent.
Okay.
unintelligent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you handicap. You got no sense.
No, I'm not that.
What then?
No. On a general on a general basis, people consider me to be less intelligent than the average human.
Why? Because of the monotone, like kind of mannerisms and tone of voice and.
I don't know. It used to piss me off a bit, but now it's like I was fine. I'll just ride with it. It doesn't matter.
So you've taken on that persona, but that's not actually you. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think it's me.
So what is you? Because that's why I asked you. What are you?
No, that's not what you asked.
I asked you, what is you?
What am I personally? I just consider myself.
Not what people have given you and what you've taken on. What
That's
are
what
you?
I've taken on. No, but that was.
That's what I'm saying. What are you?
I'm just a human, bro.
Okay.
I'm just normal. I just go with the flow. I just see what's happening. Like today, I didn't think I'd be here today, but I'm here and I'm enjoying myself.
That's good.
That's beautiful.
How's the answer? Was that all right?
No, it's not. I'm going to ask it again. Are you an introvert, extrovert? What kind of personality do you fit into, bro?
I can be an extrovert if I want to, but I choose to be an introvert.
Okay, so you've taken on the image that people have given you then.
You know what? Yeah. You know, I've never thought of it. No, because you're making me learn. You're making me branch out. It's like you've said something, and I've thought in my head, yeah, that makes sense. That is what I do. So I'm like, yeah. I wasn't gonna say that because I was like, oh, I've never been labelled as that.
Yeah.
But you've managed to label me, and I agreed with it.
I'm actually so shocked.
This is
I've
positive.
just had a breakthrough on this podcast.
This is what we call positive discrimination.
Yeah. Whoa.
I like that. That is good.
You're an English teacher.
I got good maths in it. I got good grades in English. Yeah, but yeah.
Can you imagine this guy being a teacher?
Nah.
I'll be tough.
After his
What you said earlier.
start of the podcast.
Me
mad,
as a
bro.
teacher, it would be mad. You know what it is? If I was a teacher, and I see two man them fighting, I'll just say, crack on, bro.
Okay.
Literally. I'll say,
You know
man
what? I
them.
do agree with that.
Don't you think, on a level, before we, let's just briefly digress before we get back onto
No,
the
that's
topic.
calm.
Yeah?
Do what you
before
want.
we get on back onto the topic, yeah? I believe a lot of issues could have been sorted if the two man them who had the issue went in a room
And let their
just
aggression
rocked
out.
it. So let's say I've got an issue with you. Your dad links my dad and say, yo, our sons have got issues. Let's link. Book me in the back alley, innit?
Yeah.
Mazza on the landing. Yeah. And then I'll be backing my son.
I actually
I'll put him in
agree.
the blue jersey. You put your son in the red jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just let them rock it out, bro. No knives, no guns, no nothing.
Yeah.
And at the end, we'll have respect. Let's say you're mashing me down and that. You're about to get a TKO around 8 and that. And I'll just throw in the towel to save my son. There's respect there.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Because if my son's coming home, mash up, yeah? I'm going to tell him you're a pussy or you're an idiot.
So you're saying it's better to do that than the teachers?
I think it's better to do that because
There's no discipline these
They're
days.
just gonna hold their emotion in. It's just gonna make a bunch of idiots. I think they've got to let it out.
You know, I like this brother already, you know. When you
Yeah.
speak about emotion, you lot are young. You're like 10, 15 years
The
younger
same
than me,
age
yeah?
as him.
Yeah, you're
that's
saying
what
that
I'm
we're
saying.
young.
You guys, yeah? And I think with your generation in particular, and probably the other generation coming after you, you guys don't know how to express yourselves in a stable way.
It's,
Okay.
you know
So
why?
I think you guys internalize things and push it out in ways
Do you think it'd be healthy
that
to
are
just
like a
bang each other?
volcano.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
it's because we're brought up like that though. That's how they raise you in the schools now. They tell you to keep it in, keep it in. And
Is that what they're doing?
Of course, that's what they're doing. You're not allowed to. You're not even allowed to touch another student without a teacher getting involved.
Bro, it's mad. You know, yeah. The school I went to, yeah, we called it Somali Kingdom, innit? Yeah, it's a school called
Somali Kingdom.
Right. Because it was like it was a white school, but it was taken over by Somalis, innit? saving Captain Phillips thing, you get me? Yeah. You watch that baby, big boy baby, taken over because bare Somalis. You know what's
And you
mad?
do this every week. You must lose weight, sitting.
When I went to school 15, 17, 18 years ago, how we used to ridicule each other and diss each other, you modern kids would commit suicide.
No, I
Literally.
agree with you. I can picture
And the
it as
teachers
well.
just used to let it crack on. That's the point I was trying to make. So
But
when
it
I'm
made-
saying goat teeth Somali done, that's what I was saying to my compatriots
You know
18
why?
years ago.
I
And they
think-
were calling me things as well. Do you get it?
Hard times create strong people.
And strong people create weak times and weak men. I like that. You're full of philosophy. I like that. I like that.
Cold.
I wasn't expecting that, but thank you.
I like that. Right, we've got to keep that in there. You know, you cut that out, you know.
Yeah, active. Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, what you're saying there is true. I agree. That the kids these days are soft.
Okay, so you think we're just raised to just keep our emotions in now?
Of course, we're raised like that.
But they're all saying, "Oh, you can talk to us now. You can talk to us now," but you don't.
yeah,
think
but
they
what
actually
advice
mean
did
it.
they give you? What does the teacher actually do by talking to you?
Facts.
What's going to get solved? The issue's still there at hand. They've just calmed you down in the moment.
In my school, we used to have a box that you wrote a note and you put it in the box.
This is what I mean. The
Idiot
note.
thing.
What's the note gonna do?
Bro, in
It
Somali
was called
Kingdom,
helping Harry or something.
idiot thing.
Help Harry.
Helping Harry or something.
Bro, 17 years ago in Somali Kingdom, you go to the teacher, say, "Oh, he called me a name." He said, "Yeah, go call him a name back." Shut up, man. About helping Harry box, you put your emotion in the box. Idiot thing. You man are soft these days. But going back to my initial point, yeah, about if I've got an issue with someone, just rocking it out, just fighting until you've resolved it.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that would be a better way to solve
When
a
I
lot
was
of the
when I,
issues
when I was in school, people were still fighting.
between man them? Yeah, but it's all knives and guns now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't see fist fights anymore.
Because
Yeah,
if
it
you have a
defeats the
fight in
point
school,
of
they're
it.
waiting for you afterwards with the
Exactly.
rest.
Which you didn't really see as much 20 years ago.
But yeah, back in your day.
Because people had courage in your day.
Oh.
Yeah, they were soldiers.
Yes.
They were literally.
They backed
That
their
we can
beef.
see.
They didn't get into trouble.
They stood on
he'll back my
business.
beef. He'll do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of cowardice.
Mm.
So let's say you get into a mazza.
I'm like, oh, my older brother's gonna come get you. After
Yeah,
school.
idiot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that these days. A lot of gang mentality. So let me ask you a question here, because you come from a different city, yeah, but you're from the same generation as my good colleague here, yeah. Are you guys like a herb mentality? Not herb. What is it?
Herd.
Herd, not herbs.
Herd mentality.
Not coriander, not
Yeah,
coriander.
thyme and coriander. and everything.
No.
I mean herd. Are you guys like a herd mentality?
Nah,
Like you
again-
man just follow trends and like no one's got their own individual identity, no personality, you know what I'm saying?
Everyone's a sheep.
Yes.
It's a UK thing. They see it happen in London, and then they all try to replicate it, and then everyone ends up being someone they're not, and you end up with a messed up society. Which is what you just said about everyone else backing each other's beef. It's just strange, isn't it?
So you mentioned another thing about the parents. Yeah, obviously, me and him have had an episode where I'm just cussing the modern day parent because you lot are scumbags. Yeah. So remember what I said in the previous episode about you failed parents. Now I've heard it from you and I've heard it from a few other people. Yeah. You talk about the parents. Have they failed this generation then? Because the parents of the 40 and the 50-year-olds who are now the parents of you guys, the 20 and 22, 21-year-olds, have they failed as to why you guys have turned out, or why your generation has turned out how it has?
To an extent, yeah. Because I feel like the parents, they don't have as much control over the kids as what I'd say your generation would have had.
But why is that though? Why do you think that is?
Because the authorities, the schools, they get involved. If something goes wrong, oh no, don't tell mummy and daddy, tell us, and then we'll take mum and dad to court. Plus social media, because now the parents, let's say the strict parents. Before they were disciplining their kids, they were keeping them on a good track. Now it's like, oh, I don't want you to go out. Here's an iPad, and he's just learning it all on there. Now the parents happy as well because the kids are not outside.
Quiet and that, yeah.
Yeah, but the kids actually going crazy on
handicap,
social
dead,
media.
dead
Yeah,
skull
yeah.
in that.
But it's also,
So
but it's
yeah, go on,
also,
go on.
isn't that? I get that point, but isn't it safer because the streets are so dangerous now that they're not going out and they're staying inside? That's just the devil's advocate of what I'd say.
I'm hearing that, but I think if you're able to
Because the
navigate the
streets ain't the
battlefield,
same as they were when we were younger. I don't think.
they're not. But I think
everyone's got a knife now. All of that.
yeah, they have. But I think if you've reared your child to navigate the battlefield, he'll be all right. It's the kids that are going in bad company. Bad
Yeah.
Company 1, 2, 3 on Xbox 360. You ever played Bad Company? The game?
No.
All right, terrible analogy. All my older viewers will know about Bad Company, But yeah, Bad Company is what creates a lot of the problems. So a lot of men are going in prison, not for themselves, they're going for next man. Do you get it? Because they wanted to be gangster. But when Judge Judy licks them down with 27 years to life, they're the crying gangster now.
Yeah.
So it's a mazza.
They'd go jail for their friend, but they wouldn't go to the shop for their
But I
mum.
wanted to touch on what he said though.
Ooh.
What did he say?
Repeat that bar.
They would go jail for their friend, but they wouldn't go to the shop for their mum.
Yeah, that is cold. That's the
Like,
second gem
this
of
is
the
a
day.
serious
Bruh.
podcast.
That's the second of the
Serious.
Now it'll get lighter, folks. Stay in, we want to keep the blood clean CPR and the retention rate up,
No, but we have to. People would appreciate
Don't
it.
leave just yet. But what we're saying though, because obviously it's real life right now, Obviously, I come from a Caribbean background. You come from I'm guessing Asian background.
Yeah, Pakistani.
Yeah, positive discrimination again. I love that. Yeah. So, do you have the edge that your parents come from a culture where there's natural strictness anyway, even though you're in the UK?
Yeah, I feel like it gives you a bit of an advantage. When you're young, you're like, oh, they're so strict. But when you get older, you realise, damn, like, it's good that they were strict because no one else's was strict and everyone else is just a mess.
So when you can compare it to these lot, my good compatriot here,
These lot.
from the other side of life,
Yeah.
you think these lot are fucked it for their people? Then? Are they strict enough? Because we had another IC1 male in here, or IC3. No, we had an IC1 male, another white guy in
You
here.
refer to people as their...
What's that, bruv?
You don't know what IC1?
What is an IC1?
IC1's a white male, isn't it? IC3
What
is
IC3?
a black
I've
dude
never
like me.
heard that.
So what
And
am I?
IC5 is Arab or Chinese. So basically, when the federali are
Have
on
you
the
been
blood
arrested before? Like often?
Aye, fam. That's my thing. Hey, listen. Alright, blood, you never watch
You
traffic
talk
cops?
like the people who pull me over.
Oh, you never watch traffic cops on Channel 5 at like 1 a.m. and that
Yeah.
with a cup of coffee and that.
That's my favourite thing to watch.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about. 5 Live and that, 5 on the man. When these men are calling up the blood cleat helicopter and that, GTA style, they say, oh, who's in the blood cleat
An IC3 male.
IC3 male, he's going 90 through the intersection. Yeah. Come on.
Go.
They gotta say the ICs and that, innit? So basically, going back to my other point, we had another white guy in here, another guest, who was saying the same thing, that he believes white parents aren't as strict as parents from like African backgrounds, Caribbean backgrounds, Asian backgrounds.
Yeah. And
So I
agree
just
with
was
it.
so I was just wanting to ask, do you see the difference in that yourself when you compare the two?
Yeah, obviously I see the difference because they bring their culture over as well, and the culture is not always bad. Like sometimes it does give a good child outcome. You know what I mean?
So
But obviously, I've said this on the previous one, but I feel like, don't you think that that's just because there's a larger majority of white people in this country? Like, obviously, I turned out blessed. My parents were strict, pretty much. The way you say that your parents treated you, I got treated the same. I used to get.
Well, you got the metal coat hanger?
No, not that deep. But I used to get hit as a kid.
Yeah.
There used to be strict rules in
It's
my
like
house.
There's
So-
not everyone though. You can't generalize. Francis.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I'm not trying to generalize, but I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
giving the viewpoint of another white male who's young, who had parents, innit?
No, I see where
And
you're
when I
coming from.
analyze what I see on the roadside,
But also, that guy that we had on, the younger one, he don't understand how good his bringing up probably is because he's still a kid. Like, they don't appreciate it until they're older. Until he's
I
probably my
suppose,
age.
yeah. Then you
appreciate
understand what your parents were doing for you, innit?
it. Exactly.
So what you're saying? What, a lot of these delinquents, they can be saved? Is that what you're saying?
I think a lot of them are putting on social media like acting like they're all sad and all of this, but they're just begging it. Like, I feel like they have a good family home, but they're just not like
Yeah.
they
not
they
family
want to fit in.
oriented.
They want to fit in. They want to be like, oh yeah, I had this hard upbringing, but you didn't really. Like, I feel like they're just trying to fit in.
Image. A lot of it's to do with image.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that still.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that still.
We're getting deep. You know?
Yeah.
So what? You're listening though. So what? Man, them. obviously you're gonna have kids soon, yeah? You said you want to get married within the next. You still want to get married within the next year, or you been lying all this time?
Well, the sooner it can happen.
Because I've given you gal, yeah, and you. Hey, speaking of gal, hey.
But you want to get married in the next year?
Well, the sooner it can happen, just you get it. I've been lonely for a long time.
Oh,
Are you listening though? Do you want to? Would you like? Do you want to share that story that you shared with me?
No.
Can I share it for you?
No. Alright, so
defeat the concept.
basically,
I know. I'm tapped like that.
basically, what he's referring to, is I went to a girl's house, for the first time in ages, but I didn't. It wasn't anything like that. She just a friend, I went there and I threw up and I had to go home.
You had an anxiety.
It was so bad, bro.
That's the first thing I asked him as well.
I went in there, I'm like, I went in there, just my friend, like it wasn't anything like that. Just went in there, I got upstairs.
So what was you doing then?
Just
Just
my boy, innit? Just my
I don't
boy,
wanna say too
innit?
much,
Just my
man.
boy.
I
We
don't
were just
say
watching
too
a
much,
movie. That's my boy. And then
Who the gal?
then
Nah.
I had to go to the bathroom because I was feeling a bit iffy.
Why was
And
you
then-
feeling iffy though?
I don't know. No.
Because it wasn't normal. It wasn't meant-
The sickness was blessed on me when I walked through those doors. Yeah, and I went to the bathroom, and I'm just feeling sick, and I'm like, ugh. But I wasn't sick, so I was like, oh, okay, I'm cool. Went back in there, sat down. I was like, nah. Like, I need a. Do you have any water? And then I go and then she takes me downstairs, gets the water. As soon as I get the water, bow, throw up in front of her.
Let me paraphrase, yeah.
Bro,
So basically, he went to a beanie's yard, yeah.
Don't talk crazy though. I've just told the story. Why
No,
are
but
you-
let me
That's your
paraphrase
boy.
it. Let
If that's your boy, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, no, that is my boy.
So
Okay,
she
go
should
on.
have been
not
like,
a boy,
go
it's
on,
a
then,
girl,
go on.
fam.
Go on, that's my boy. Go
Yeah,
on.
All right,
His
let
boy
me
though,
give you
innit?
the story in a more entertaining, appealing way.
Alright,
Yeah.
go on, bro.
So basically, he linked a gal. He went to a yard. Yeah. He went through the door, and he just vomited on the landing room. Man.
It was so peep because I messaged him straight after. I was like, because
This guy's tired.
I got there at like 7. I left at 7:40. I got home at 8,
Oh,
and I slept for 13
blood.
hours.
Bro, this man was KIA.
I got-
missing in action for 48 hours, 24 hours, bro. I knew something was wrong with him, bro.
I got-
Then he messaged me at like 10 o'clock at night. Oh, I went to a beanie's yard. I was meant to come out, but I went through the front door, just sick on the landing.
Because I got home, and as soon as I got home, I sicked up all my organs, and I went to bed and I slept for 13 hours. But as I'm being sick, this guy's messaging me about the podcast, and I'm like, I don't have time for this right now. I dash it to the side. I get in my bed. I broke my bed. Yeah,
You broke your bed?
Bro, I got a story to share with
sat-
you about bed breaking as well, you know. I got a story to share with you,
I
bro.
dropped on my bed and it went douche. So I had to just sleep like that for the night. I woke up and then I was like, bro, I went to a girl's house and I was sick. That's
I
why
knew
they
something was
like-
wrong. I knew something was wrong.
I can see why you help with your confidence now.
Yeah, I knew
have
something was wrong.
confidence. It just came out of nowhere. It wasn't anxiousness. That's my boy.
But it was a gal though.
There's a girl.
Well,
that
that's
you
my
can-
guy. Like,
Yeah, but
Bro, why you trying to floss it now, bro? Deep down, he was on missions, bro. Talking what?
had other
I love the
intentions.
story about the bed.
Wait, hold on. Let's finish your story first. Imagine, yeah,
Uh,
you're going to link Big Bunda Becky and that, yeah.
She
And
makes
you walk
another
through
appearance.
you walk through the blood cleat front door and that. Wipe your feet on the doorstep on the little thing and that, and then just vomit on the landing like an idiot. You ain't even done nothing.
I
yet.
know. I vomited.
Yeah,
Wait, can I just get? I vomited in a sink.
on the landing.
So she goes. She
It's the presence
she
of it.
opens the fridge, pulls the water out, gives me the water, back it up, Glock. Bleh.
What kind of vomit was it though?
Huh?
Did it have food? Did it have sweet corn in it or not?
No, there was nothing, bro.
Was it clear?
No, it was clear. It was just a little bit. It was just clear. She's like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? Like there was literally nothing in here. Like what were you even throwing up?" And I'm just
Bro,
like,
you shoulda just-
I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go now." Like,
Bro, you're a joke, man. You should
And
have
Why
took
did you have to go? Did you feel ill?
yes, because then when I got home, I threw up even more. Like,
He's
like,
an idiot.
it was insane.
He should have took a lemsip,
Lemsip,
two paracetamol, and cracked on with
There's
the
always another day to go.
Bro, you can't desert the battlefield.
There's always another day to go see my boy, bro. There's always another day.
man, them who desert the battlefield back in World War One and World War Two. You know what happened to them?
What?
Execution, bro.
But there's always
I ain't lying to
This
you,
isn't
bro.
on the same level though.
It is though. He deserted the Panani, fam.
Oh,
He deserted the mission, fam.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
saying that
trying to
in
know how
it.
you broke the bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you my blood cleat story, innit? Obviously, the viewers then would have heard about this previously and that, but recycle the picture, innit? So basically now, obviously, I linked a thing from Facebook Marketplace, innit?
What?
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace, where you find downs and
You
outs
link
and that,
a-
females
a
and
dining table. What?
Nah, you find females on there,
Facebook
downs and
Market.
outs and
Yeah,
that.
yeah. This was my reaction, bro. He booked a thing on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Oh,
So basically, Facebook's got a dating function in it for old people like me, innit? So I don't use Tinder, I don't use Bumble, and that. I use Facebook Marketplace.
It's because you
innit?
don't have storage for the other apps on your phone.
So while I'm browsing for a garden table, I'm looking for bunda as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously, I found this thing now.
well, the advert come up.
And you seen them once? They're fake though, but yeah, I always click them as well. But yeah, so I came across a girl we matched and that. But you know what was mad? I could only see the top half of her pictures, bro. Now this is where I realized that deception is deception, Ruben. So her the top half from belly, no, not from belly button, from chest up, looked like normal 10 stone, innit? Like a normal weight woman, innit? But
So
when
just an average.
yeah, but when she turned up, it was 10 stone times by
Add 10
you
stone,
got
add 10
catfish.
stone, add 10
times by
stone.
5 plus 6.
So you got catfished.
Yeah, kinda. I did
What
see
do you
one
not kind
picture.
of?
But
I
did you
did
still
see,
go through with it?
of course. I did see one picture though with her with a walking stick here. I said this might be. I said this might be bad, isn't it? This might be. It might be a solid 45 stone special in that. Yeah, what, yo. But you know what it is?
You still went through with it.
When she came to my yard, yeah, she's here now, innit? We might as well crack on, innit? You know what I'm saying? So obviously, I gave her the house tour and that, like Logan Paul and Jake Paul and that little house tour and that. Showed her the upstairs and that, and boom, straight to the bedroom and that. I was getting the mad ox and that, and then she rolled over. You know, like when you readjusted your neck muscles and that, because tiresome and that.
Tired, yeah.
And then it was a metal bed, and then the bed just imploded, bro.
Bro, imagine being her.
That's what I was saying.
Nah, but
Can you imagine being her, going to yours and breaking your bed?
Imagine how
'Cause if
embarrassed
you're
she
not
was.
even on
nah,
it.
but she's a champ because she had no remorse. That bed was 400, 500 pounds. She didn't offer to contribute anything to the reimbursements. Yeah, so I had to buy another 500 pound bed myself. Yeah, and I see this girl back on the dating sites and that saying, "Oh, single, joke, man. I should be suing her, fam."
So what happened after this situation? Like the bed's broken. She's
So
on the
basically,
bed
yeah.
now. What are you
So
doing?
imagine, she's giving me the mad ox and that, yeah. And then I just see her sinking into infinity and beyond, yeah. And I'm just standing there with my schlong out, just looking at her like, what's just happened? And then she's telling me, "Oh, that's why you should have carpets when you've got hard flooring."
She's telling you.
She's telling me she's
giving
broke
you
my
advice
bed
when she's broke
And if
your
you-
bed.
And if you look at the picture, only the side that she was on. is
She's
broke.
basically saying it's his fault.
She's trying to say it's my fault because there was no carpet under the floor. That's why her 65 stone broke my bed. Now, when you see the picture, yeah, you've probably seen the picture on previous episodes, but we'll recycle the picture, yeah. As you'll see, only her side of the bed collapsed into infinity and
you
beyond.
took a photo of it.
Of course, I took evidence and showed all my people because I couldn't believe what has happened to me in life. You see me? And from then on, I haven't been on Facebook Marketplace since, but that was my story.
You were on it
still.
the other day, G. I
But why you
saw
got
it.
exposed me
I
every
saw
damn
you
time,
on it,
like-
fam.
Yeah, I'm there, but I'm not there, innit? I
You're not
get
invested.
Bro, if they're over 15 stone now, I'm scared.
Wait, let me know.
Because imagine me now and them, that's like 40 stone, bro. The bed ain't built for
Are you
it.
deep in how crazy that is?
Don't you think that's mad?
She went on your bed and broke it.
And didn't offer, you know what it is?
What did you kick her out after that?
Yeah, I gave her a spray and told her to go home.
That's
Well-
quite. That's I think that's very legal.
Well, like, at least I gave you liquids and
Very
that.
lenient.
At least I gave you hydration on your way home.
Yeah, that's, I think you done.
But you know what's mad though?
So you
Look.
didn't just say, let's go to the sofa?
Bro, after she brought my bed, my schlong died, bro. I lost all energy now.
you
I'm
couldn't even
thinking,
go to bed after?
because look now, I'm thinking now, I need to go find the next 500 pounds to buy next bed now. I ain't got no nature for that now.
Yeah.
My libido's gone, Reba. You just broke my bed.
Back on market.
I nearly knocked out the landing and that. The house nearly collapsed. 65 stone on the landing and that. Bro, the house nearly collapsed. Here's what I'm saying though. Look, we've got people of all sizes. We're all different people in this room, yeah?
Yeah.
It's okay if you want to be 65 stone, yeah?
Yeah.
But if you come to a man's house for the first time and broke his bed, at least contribute something to the bed, innit? So if she said, "Raw, I'll give you like £100 because obviously I broke the
Yeah,
bed.
yeah.
You go buy back the bed, I'll give you like £100. I won't be cussing her now. Now you know who you are, innit? I'm gonna send you this
Oh
blood clip
my
podcast, yeah?
days.
So you know who you are, innit? Because you're a joke, man.
Pay the receipts.
You know what I'm saying? I might just say her first name as well. Shall I say it? No,
Nah, you're
carry on.
mad, fam. You lost it.
Crazy. But yeah, let's reel it back because obviously we digressed there, but obviously.
Oh, what made you start doing YouTube?
No, come on.
How can we go from that to that?
The change in energy and direction is just mad. But yeah, how did you start YouTube?
You know why I like you when you ask these questions? Because we always find a topic to talk about.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
So how did I start YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, I was bored one day and I had an iPad back then. Used to share it with my sister. This is when I was like, must have been 9, 10. I started filming little videos like, hey guys, today I'm gonna be showing you whatever Lego I had or whatever toys I had. Kept on doing it, posting them all this time. Eventually, got a bit of views. Got a bit excited. Carried on doing it. Then my channel got hacked.
Did it?
Yeah, it got hacked. Some guy hacked it. Some guy in Syria or Afghan or something like that. He hacked it, deleted it.
How many subscribers was you on when it got
That
hacked?
was like 300. But that's big. 300's a lot when you're young. Like,
Yeah.
It is.
yeah, I lost like my whole life, hard work. Gone. A year, what?
No, crack on, bro.
Then a
Listen,
year
listen.
later, I'll start again. And then I got to where I am today.
Yeah.
So lucky I started again.
And where are you today?
Got, I don't even know how many it's got.
So your thing's booming, man's forgot the numbers.
No, Dropouts has got a group channel with 200,000 subscribers on it. And a personal with 20,000.
Yeah.
So what's the group channel about?
That was one of my questions,
I told
yeah.
you about earlier, the challenges.
Okay, and who's on there? How many content creators are on that? What, you and...
2.
Me and another one called Snowy Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you bringing him next time?
Yeah, if you want him. I wanted to taste the waters, see if it was an appropriate environment, but I feel like we'd get along.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you liking it? Liking the journey so far?
I'm liking the journey.
The
so
roller coaster
far.
of emotions and
It
cognitive.
could be
It's
like,
like
a
a cherry on
2v2
top.
episode. No, go on, sorry.
My cherry on top for my Coventry visit.
That's good,
Coming
man.
on here.
Okay, so how did the Dropouts start? How did you guys come together?
I used to have a mate, and he wanted to make a group channel,
Yeah.
so he sort of just put me on it.
Okay.
What?
I'm listening, big man. This one thing, yeah. When you see me zone out like I'm handicapped, yeah, and I'm just looking into space.
No, but it doesn't give the other person much confidence.
Confidence.
Like,
Don't be
imagine
bad,
I'm
innit?
talking.
Oh,
here.
I'm proper staring into his eyes and that. And you're
Don't, you asked
special.
me the question, yeah,
I'm
and then
I'm
you don't care. Oh, what's your name?
Because blood, I'm gonna look into your eyes and into your soul for 2 hours straight, bro. My eyes are gonna wander, look outside, look into the sky while you're talking anyway. So you just talk.
Okay, so I'll
Let's
tell you.
start again.
Okay,
How
so
did Dropouts start?
someone, my friend, who's not in the group at the minute, but at the time, someone asked me to join their group because they felt it had potential.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't see potential, but I quickly saw potential after filming a few videos with them.
So basically, you're a sellout, innit? As long as you saw numbers, then you was down for the ride,
No,
innit?
no. I'm talking about the experience, Francis. I'm not talking about the numbers because we weren't getting numbers. I was having a good time. So I was like, yeah, I'm staying. So I'm not a sellout. You're incorrect.
All right, I read that.
We carried on. Eventually, after a long while,
How long?
must have been about a year and a half.
So after a year and a half, you started seeing good progress, yeah?
Yeah, we started seeing money. At the start, it was just like, oh, we're just a couple guys making videos together. But then now we've made like £8 from doing it, which is still something.
How much?
£8. Our first YouTube check was £8.
Okay.
So we thought, we can get paid for this.
Yeah.
It can work,
We were a bit excited, so we just carried on going, made it into like proper serious cameramen, cameras, and boom, that's how it started to where it is now.
Nice.
Just went with the flow, didn't have any plans, you know what I mean? We just woke up every day and see what we can do today.
So now that you're big in the game now,
I wouldn't say I'm big in the game, I just say I'm not, like I've gotten somewhere with it.
Okay, so now you're bigger in the game, yeah? You like that? Is that better? Is that more politically
It
correct
just
for
makes
you?
you feel more humble about it. You
Yeah, Now you're bigger. Now you're bigger in the game, yeah.
know? Yeah.
Now, when you go into videos and concepts and ideas, do you guys meticulously plan? Do you have like storyboards, spider webs, and stuff that you do, or is it the same kind of spontaneous thing that you used to do before?
Same as we used to do before.
Just random.
Yeah, random. Obviously, we have our notes, like our location, what we're gonna do. But other than that, just keep the camera rolling, see what happens. It's gotta be natural. You can't force it. Like this here, this is natural, and we're having a good time.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Same as our shoots.
Speaking of natural, what's the most bizarre video you filmed or bizarre situation you've come across on your journey in the YouTube world so far?
Well, in terms of my content,
Your content or content
Or
you've
say
witnessed, you've been
Any
involved
content
in.
You've been in.
Yeah.
well, I was filming a hide and seek in the UK once, and I thought, all right, this is a bit crazy. We're playing hide and seek in the UK, But the person I was seeking, yeah, and the person I was trying to find went abroad to
Idiot.
Spain.
Idiot.
Okay.
And to me, that was it's just like a wake up call. It was like, yo, we can do that.
And then what? You went to Malaga as well, Valencia, and that.
Nah, I didn't go.
You didn't go. So
But
you,
I just found it crazy though.
so you never seeked him. So he's still missing out.
No, he came home. He got
What?
returned.
You booked him at Heathrow? You linked him at Heathrow or Gatwick or what?
Gatwick.
Gatwick. And then so what? I found you now. I tagged him.
No, I didn't find him. I lost.
Oh, you lost.
No, why are you saying it like that? Yeah, I lost.
Like he's proper
So what is it-
devastated, like that you lost.
Yeah, bro, I'm sad. So what? So what? It was timed. What? 24 hours or what?
Yeah, like half a day, 12 hours.
So what? Why didn't you take the ferry from Bloodley,
I
Cali
didn't
and go
know we
link
went
him?
there because when the time I was in Gatwick,
Yeah.
my man was in Spain or on his way to Spain with no service, so I couldn't even contact him.
Bro.
I'm in Gatwick for 3 hours. I'm a dickhead. I'm going home. There's no point. I'm not waiting here. I know he's got a flight. I don't know which flight he's got. He's gone somewhere. I'm not gonna guess he's gone to Malaga.
So what? Was that a part of the rules in the first place that you could just
Nah,
leave
he
the
just
country?
ended up in Spain.
That's mad.
Yeah.
So that's the most bizarre video you guys have been a part of, yeah.
No, that's the bizarrest thing I can think of in the top of my head.
And what about in the public with your GoPro thing, bucking the people them? Like, what's the maddest, bizarrest thing you've seen?
Getting in your car was one of them.
What? One of your highlights of your life, your entire life,
No. I was walking in a park once and there was a car on fire and it blew up.
in front of you?
Yeah, in front of me. And I was just walking in a park, but this car just sort of blew up. It was
Yeah.
I just didn't expect it.
Crazy, isn't it? Just on camera.
That is
I've
mad.
seen it as well.
You seen the video?
Yeah, it's not when he's wearing the GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just blew up in that.
Yeah, I saw a fire. I was walking past. There was a fence fire in the distance. Obviously, I walk over. Oh, it's a car. Bang.
What kind of whip was it? Peugeot 206 and
I
that.
don't know. It was on fire.
You know, back in the day, they used to do Mazzolinas and the Landy in the Peugeot 206.
Peugeot?
What was your first ever car?
It was I crashed it on the first hour of owning it.
How did you do that? We got to hear about that, big man, because there's a lot of stories about people crashing. I crashed as well.
No, because so before I could drive, I was saving up my money for a long time to get a car.
And what was your first dream car? What did you want to get?
I wanted an R8, obviously. I didn't get an R8 though.
That's the first car. This guy's
No,
sick.
so I saved
I
up.
rate Asians. They're very ambitious.
I saved
very
up,
ambitious.
I saved up 2,000 and I bought a 1 Series for £1,900 before I passed my test.
What, all free plate?
Nah, it was I don't know. I think it was like a 09 or 11.
What, with about 500,000 miles on it? For
Yeah,
2K?
No, it was run down. It was an ugly diesel one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got my 1 Series. I've not passed yet, but in the garden, best believe I'm revving that every day.
Yeah.
I'm pretending, I'm driving. I passed my test. On the first day, I just started razzing it, and I hit 2 people, and the curb. The car was written
Hit
off.
2 people.
Yeah.
No,
No, not walking. Other cars. I didn't run over 2 people.
Oh,
Say.
bro, I thought you hit someone
Colossians
and you
is
were just
mad.
brushing that off.
You know,
Just 2 civilians on the pavement, like
GBH.
GTA.
No. So
The ragdoll effect. But yeah.
yeah, I hit
How
them.
did how did these crashes occur? What was you not paying attention to the road? How did it happen?
No, I just thought, I don't know, I was a bit of an idiot, to be honest. There was 2 cars in a diagonal form, and there was me trying to wiggle through the middle, but it wasn't possible.
Oh,
which I-
side by side.
Nah,
What
like
is
one
diagonal?
was a bit full, like that. Is this
Oh.
like that?
Ain't that parallel?
What does parallel mean?
I think he's showing you with his hands, so I don't think we need to
This is
question the
car
shape
1.
of it.
This is car 2,
Okay, yeah.
just to keep them there, and now this is me coming now.
Oh, you're trying to hit the gap.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the gap, but the gap's not possible, which I find out
Later
Later
on,
on,
yeah,
as
yeah.
a consequence.
Yeah, because as I'm in the gap, Helen or whatever her name was, she thinks she's slick. She speeds up, so she's clipped me. Mine's turned and clipped the other one, and before you know it, I'm calling my
It's
dad saying,
freeway
"Yeah, I know
crash.
it's my first hour of driving, but I've hit 2 cars and my car's not drivable anymore."
You know what? Shout out to Helen because I'm a bit of a petty driver like that as well. If I'm going to the speed limit and I see you trying to race like you're trying to do man over for no reason, yeah, I just purposely speed up so you can't hit the gap.
Yeah, but was it worth it? Because now, Helen, you've just crashed your car as well.
Yeah, well, but Helen, innit? But obviously, I just say that sometimes I do that innit, because some of you drivers are tapped.
You said that you crashed. How did you crash?
Yeah, so basically, A40 Elmbridge Court, Guy Fawkes Day, 2015, yeah?
Flipping out.
I remember this like it was yesterday.
You're
so coming from
sick.
Gloucester at about 3 in the morning, yeah, missions and that. A40 Elmbridge Court roundabout. Guy Fawkes night, yeah, November the 3rd, is it? November the 3rd or whatever it
Yeah,
is. It's
November
November the
5th,
something. Yeah. Driving back, obviously everyone's had fireworks. I can't see nothing. There's no lights at the roundabout. I've gone straight over the roundabout. Just missed the red car. Crashed straight into a lamppost.
So you weren't paying attention.
What do you mean I wasn't paying attention? I was paying
You got straight
attention.
into the roundabout.
But bruv, I didn't see the roundabout.
Because
there was no
why?
lights. There was no traffic lights.
What? So you just didn't see it.
I didn't see it, bro. There's fog. These lot have
so
been
there was
letting
fog.
off.
Oh, there was fog.
Yeah,
Okay,
these lot
cool.
have been letting off the Guy Fawkes thing all night, bro.
Oh yeah,
okay,
back in
okay,
the
makes
sense,
battlefield,
alright.
back in the
Battlefield again. Come on, my dog. On the
on,
landing,
bro.
it's mad. Yeah, and I've gone straight over the roundabout. Yeah, on A40 Elmbridge Court in Gloucester. Yeah, straight over the thing, straight into a lamppost. Just nearly clipped the car, nearly collapsed off a granny and that. And boom, my Peugeot 206, which my dad gave me like 3 months before, was collapsed.
Yeah.
And that was my first year driving, bro.
Did you go through insurance and that?
Yeah, obviously. And guess how much I paid for my first year insurance? Guess.
Back then,
This is nearly 10 years ago now. Guess.
£500.
No. As a first year driver, no.
What? £1,000?
$3.5 grand.
What?
And the car weren't even worth $3.5 grand.
What? 10 years ago.
10 years ago, that's what I had to pay. And guess which pussy was my first blood clean insurance company? Hastings Direct. Bro, I don't want to say too much, innit? You lot are criminals and thief, yeah? So what you new drivers, yeah? So what, when you first passed, how much were you paying for insurance, bro?
Oh, funny you ask, because you know when I crashed that day, I didn't have insurance.
Astaghfirullah.
No, alleged. This is an alleged story. There's no...
But it's coming out of your mouth, blood. What are you talking about? You're sick.
I was insured. But let's say...
But
imagine,
let's say
in
hypothetically,
another
if
world,
he wasn't insured.
when I got home, I had a dream and I thought, oh, if I wasn't insured, you know what would have happened if I wasn't insured?
What would happen?
They would have come out and then confronted me. And I would have checked my phone thinking I'm insured. And then I'd realise in that moment, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not insured. The payment didn't go through. I have no insurance. In a hypothetical situation, if I wasn't.
It would be crazy if that happened.
So obviously they've started yelling at me like, "You hit me! You're not insured! You're silly boy!" I've managed to talk him out. I've managed to talk my way out of one of them. She was a bit older. She didn't really care about her car. She was like, "You know what? It's fine." But she gave it a bit of that. But I managed to get rid of her. The other one wanted upfront payment, so I had to go to the ATM and get cash out.
Well, how much cash you want?
I only wanted like 300, you know.
Swear.
Which for what I did is quite lucky because she could have took the piss there and just called the insurance or the police or whatever.
You know what? I like how you articulated that and reeled yourself back in because the CPS were going to knock your door. So I like what you did there.
That was-
But luckily,
a
that's
good
what would
story.
have happened.
Yeah.
But luckily, I was
If
insured.
it happened, but obviously it didn't
Obviously,
happen.
it didn't
No,
happen.
but
It's a
obviously,
Obviously,
hypothetical
yeah, the thing was
situation.
legal, innit? Obviously,
you
he
are,
didn't,
and
he
you
didn't
are.
commit no crimes,
Yeah,
uninsured
yeah.
and that, no third party and that. Yeah, your things turn up. I like that.
Cool.
But yeah, man. So are you learning to drive at the minute?
Yes, I am learning to drive.
How much? Back in the day, my test, used to be £15 an hour and £20 an hour. How much is
With
it?
test or lesson?
I mean, no, the
Lesson.
lesson.
They take the piss.
10
now,
years
you know,
ago, 11 years
Francis.
ago.
Mine's cheap compared to everyone else. Mine's £29 an hour. And
£29 an
yeah,
hour?
and none of you are finding out because that's my plug.
What?
But the people in my
You
class.
make that sound like it's good.
No,
£29 an hour.
no, it's expensive.
these days, though.
No, for these days, bro, it's 30s to 40s to 45s.
Oh, it's a £30 an hour.
So what you're
It's
saying,
madness,
the
bro.
15 and 20 I was paying 10 years, 11 years ago is equivalent to the same 29 you're paying now?
Say that again.
So you're saying
Yeah.
that they're
the
the
same
rates,
price.
yeah? So you're saying the rates I was paying back then are equivalent to the rates you're paying
What
now?
was you paying back then?
15, 20.
Bro,
between that.
now it's 20. It's 30s to 40s.
But that can't be inflation.
It's
That's
all
more than
mad.
100%.
It's all mad, bro. It's all mad. No, but basically, it's because cars cost more to drive now.
Do they?
This is what my instructor was telling me. Because of petrol and that, they get smaller cars
Yeah.
because of the petrol problem, and then they charge you more. That's how they're making their money off of it. But my guy's still only giving me 29.
And what should he be charging? What's the average
The people in my uni class saying 35 to 40.
per hour?
I used to pay £30 an hour.
Bro, dude.
Insane, bro. But I should be passing soon, hopefully.
So what maneuvers? Oh, when you did your thingy, what maneuvers did they make you do? Any maneuver?
Yeah, I had to parallel park between two cars.
Parallel park. Can you
Is
do
that
that?
a parallel park?
Yeah, but you're
the
up against
street-
the
on
car
the
and then you come in.
street.
Yeah, doing that. Yeah,
I had
that's
to do
parallel
that.
park. Yeah.
What about emergency? What's it called? Emergency stop.
Nah, I never got to do that.
What about hill start?
Oh,
My car,
I don't do
assist,
that.
mate. I don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, you man are finished.
no, that don't happen in tests anymore.
Swear.
Hill start?
Hill start don't happen in tests anymore.
Why not? There's hills on the road. Why would they not test you? on
But
it?
it just doesn't
Is it
happen.
not part of the curriculum
No,
anymore?
it's not, and there's no like reversing around bends or anything.
Because that's what I had. Yeah, just
Yeah.
runs around the bend, idiot thing. do that in your sleep, like.
No, it's just more like just parallel
Nah, you don't
parks
know.
and all of that stuff. And then what's that one? You drive up and whip it in.
Whip
What's
it
that?
in. That's your technical term. Oh, you
That's
drive-
parallel
you-
parking, isn't it?
No.
whip
So
it.
say
Parking the
What
bay,
is it?
parking
Say
the
I'm
bay.
in parking.
bay parking, yeah.
Reversing the
Forward
bay,
bay,
yeah.
forward bay and backwards bay.
Yeah.
Them ones, yeah.
But you're listening though,
I'm not
lads.
passing.
Yeah, you're finished.
Whip it in.
Are you listening though, lads?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
on.
I think I mentioned this before, but I just want to clarify. Is it true you lot have to follow CCTV? No, sat-nav now to in the test.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I went to my barber shop the other day. I've been going for 15 years, and I had the map on. I know the way off by heart. I walk there.
Oh.
So you had
So
the
why
map
did you
on.
do that then?
It's just a habit. I can't drive
Yeah.
without it.
Yeah, in my test,
Why?
no,
What?
in my lessons, he will put the sat nav on and say, "I'm putting this here because when you're on your test, you will have to use it."
So what happens, yeah, when the gal, because sometimes this
How
gal's
does it
tap,
always
you know.
get back here?
The gal who speaks is tap sometimes. I've been on long motorway journeys, yeah, and the gal said something that didn't exist. Like turn left. Where am I going?
What? You've got some 2010 TomTom then? haven't
Nah,
you?
blood, don't violate the time. I'm using Google. I'm using. Allow me, man. I update it. I update the TomTom every year, and yeah. So come on. But basically, what I'm saying is sometimes they
Sucks,
misdirect you, innit?
No, they don't.
Nah, they
Not
don't,
these.
no,
Have you
no.
got a phone? You must have a phone.
Not Google Maps, G.
Yeah, I got a phone.
Yeah.
You use Google
It
Maps?
shouldn't.
Yeah,
it
I
sh-
got Google Maps. Yeah,
Yeah, it
It's
should be
never
fairly
misdirected.
accurate.
On my lessons, it's never misdirected.
Swear.
But obviously, I'm doing an hour. So maybe for you, you're driving all the
You
time.
probably
What
get the
difference?
TomTom. You probably wire it up. Get ready to spit on it a bit. Get it
Oh
on
yeah, to get the suction. Yeah. He knows. So if you're following the sat nav and then you yourself then make a wrong turn, then what happens? You failed the test or what?
No, it just reroutes, isn't it? And you have to get back. As long as you're getting from this destination to the next one,
It don't matter how you
it
do
don't
it.
matter, nah. And it would only be a minor anyway, surely.
Oh, would it? So what's classed as a major these days? Because back in my day, a major was if you did a mazza. So I had 13. No, when I passed, yeah, I had like 11. I think you needed. If you had 13 minors, you failed, innit? I had like 11 minors. I think. What?
11 minors in your first car. Hard.
It's mad, innit? It's mad. But you listen though. What do you?
I think the majors are.
What's a major these
You know,
days?
Crashing,
if someone undertakes you, if someone passes you on the left, that's a major.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, I'd assume so. Yeah,
know
that's-
someone who
that-
failed.
But ain't you reached that level in life yet?
What the hell? I ain't done my test, bro.
I thought you said you're learning.
I am learning.
So you haven't, what have you been listening?
But he don't.
And that's what I'm saying. Idiot,
But
blood.
he don't tell me what's he don't tell me this is a major, that's a minor. Like, I'm a society driver. I'm not committing majors or minors.
You know what's gonna piss you off, Francis?
What?
There's this thing they got now, yeah, called an auto license,
What's that?
What's that?
where you learn to drive in an automatic,
Oh.
and never do it in a manual.
You know about this, innit?
No.
Like-
So, yeah.
So what? You can never learn in a manual.
No, when you're having a driving test, when you sign up, you can say I want to drive a manual car, and if I pass, I can drive automatic as well.
Yeah.
Or you can just learn how to drive it automatic.
Yeah. I never drive a manual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the man name doing these days?
They're just driving the go karts, isn't it?
The automatics.
The automatics,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what most people are
Tramps.
doing.
You man are sellouts. So what? You man in automatics?
Nah, man.
No, I'm manual.
Yeah, man.
Come on, bro.
Send my one to him
30.
as well. Man,
The energy just
and then
went
send
through
it back
us.
to me as well.
Oh wait, do it to me. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Man,
Certified. Do you just want to play a game then?
yeah, I think, yeah. We'll break up the energy a bit. Let's run a game. Let's run a
The
game.
energy's still gonna be there with the
We
game.
went through
so-
some good topics there.
Yeah.
We did. I hope you guys have got some gems out of that, some educational advice, isn't it?
You know what happened? This is off topic. This
Okay,
is
go on.
You know not this morning. Yesterday morning, I was on TikTok. Do you know what TikTok is?
Yeah, I'm aware of TikTok.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
Tic Tac.
Tic-tac-toe. You ever played that game then? You ever played that game?
No, hopscotch or something, innit?
No, it's a board game, but yeah, carry on.
Nah.
Can tell the age difference is crazy.
Nah, I've never
carry
seen
on,
it.
carry
So
on.
no, I was on TikTok and there was this woman doing a morning routine.
What, Mad Bunda and that?
Nah, just some weird woman. I don't even know why I watched it. The chances of me usually I see that, yeah, and I just skip it because I'm not interested. But for the universe told me, yeah, just watch this one. So I'm watching it. She's like, "Oh, good morning, everyone. Today's my morning routine." Blah blah blah. She opens her curtains, and as soon as she opens her curtains, I swear to God, I look through the window and I see my house in the background. Obviously now I'm excited, yeah. So I keep watching, and she's like, oh, I'm going into my car for work. I look outside and I see her car for work. She's filming her car in the video. I see the car right over my road. Do you know how excited
That's
I got?
insane.
The chances of seeing
Yeah.
someone over my road on a TikTok For You page.
That's
That
insane.
is phenomenal.
Then I went on her page and I feel like you don't care.
That's phenomenal.
What, black?
That's
Bro,
sarcastic.
bro, I was immersed.
That's phenomenal.
No, I was immersed in the blood cleat story, fam. I was immersed. Yeah, go on, carry on. So what, you
that's-
see the
that's it.
open a window, you can see the window. You see the blood cleat car. You see the car out your window.
Yeah, and I got on the profile and I'm looking at it. It's like, yeah, look, that's my street. That's my local shop. Like, does that not intrigue you? There's Francis, look, there's how many billion in the world? 8 billion people in the world. I could have seen anyone on there.
Yeah.
And I saw the person
And you
across the
saw
road
her,
from
yeah.
my house.
What, directly in front of you? So you're 86 and what are they? What, 84?
They're literally, they're 80. It would be 85 actually.
Is it? Is that our street
Yeah,
numbers?
odd even. She's the odd, I'm the even.
So what? Does she know that you know? Does she know?
Oh no, because I didn't make it. I didn't be like, oh, look, I live over the road. I didn't care.
I saw you on TikTok.
No, but what you should do, yeah? You should link up and create content with your neighbor, bro.
The thing is, she's a very different niche. She makes hot chocolate with marshmallows in the morning. It's like, all that.
What you're saying? Too suburban for you, too rich and that, doing the Godiva thing and that.
It's not me.
Yeah.
I just don't see the integration there. I also don't see why I need to go out my way to collab with her. Like, I'm not a fan of her content. I don't respect what she does. Like, all she does is wake up and film her morning. If she wants to do that, that's fine. I just got excited. 'Cause it's
My
over
thing
the
is
road
with the
from
get
me.
ready with me is, yeah, they're in bed, they get up, they get
No,
ready.
it's literally one of
yeah?
them, it's
yeah,
literally one of
they
them.
go, then they go, let me set my phone up here, and I'm gonna get back into bed, and I'm gonna get up again. That's what I'm not getting.
That's how they'd have to do it, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
What, do you want them to have a permanent cameraman?
They don't have CCTV in it, so they're putting the camera there. They get back up. Oh,
That is
welcome
mad.
to my get ready with me.
You know the people in gyms and that film and that, yeah?
There's bad people do that in my gym, yeah.
They're neeks, bro. they need vanishing off the planet. Or like.
Why?
Because I've seen bare videos, yeah? Where
You
man
go to the gym.
Huh? I'm retired. I'm semi-retired, innit? I'm coming back. I'm making a comeback.
This summer.
This time next year, the belly's gone, folks.
What made you
yeah?
ask that
I'm gonna have to
question,
change the slogan, innit?
What made you ask him if he goes gym?
I don't know. It just doesn't strike me as someone who goes.
You know what? I respect his honesty, innit? This guy is honest.
I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, oh yeah, you
I
go to
respect
gym.
the honesty. We like plausibility in this thing.
Yeah.
So obviously, I quit gym for about 3-4 months now, but I need to get back on the game, innit? So you've inspired me, innit? Yeah. We need more people in life.
The most crucial time I think I ever met you is I bumped into you at the gym.
Yeah, that's mad, innit?
That was mad, and then we were speaking for time about content, and then eventually we linked up
So
again.
good things happen in the gym.
Crazy. I was like, funny Francis in the gym, you know.
But back to what I was saying, yeah? I've seen videos where people feel like they have the right to set up tripods and get angry at people who walk past their camera.
Oh, I've
You're a
seen
waste
that.
man.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah.
neek. Yeah. And all you gals showing up bunda and that. Is this OnlyFans pure gym or OnlyFans? Eh? Why are you man half naked on the landing? When man's trying to do some blood cleat lateral raises and that, yeah. This man's trying to deadlift and I'm saying bunda on the landing here. What's wrong? You wanna finish?
But then when you see those...
I've never seen it.
when you-
You have not like explain this.
I ain't seen the girls do it. I've seen the guys do it though. That have their tripods up and that in the gym. But does that not motivate you to go to the gym when you see it?
Nah, idiot thing. So what? You ain't seen the girl them say, "Oh, he's looking at me. Oh, he's
Yeah, on
he's
TikTok. But have you
creepy.
seen it in real life? That's what he's saying.
On real life, yeah, at Pure Gym, I've seen man set up tripod. I've never seen women.
You should go to a small community gym.
I don't think there's any income. Well, there are a few in Coventry.
There
but-
will be in
Pair,
some
bro.
garage.
There's a few.
You
There's a
just
few.
chat.
But Pure Gym's 24 hours, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
thing. So when I was in the game and that, when he seen me, I used to go at mad times, like 1 a.m. and dumb shit like that, innit? That's when I used to go gym, like 5 a.m. before work and that.
5 in the morning is a bit of a.
You know what
Yeah, grinding. Okay, cool. You ready? Yeah.
I mean? All right, game. Come.
Okay, so I've got a game here. Would you guys say that you're smart?
Well, he's already announced that he's not intellectual. He said that about an hour ago.
You did say that. What about you? What do you think? You smart?
Me, I've got a high intellectual cognitive ability, my friend.
What's your IQ?
My IQ is probably low because I didn't get good IQ SAT test.
What's that test?
You know, you ever heard of SATs?
That's
Yeah,
year
they don't
6,
test
G.
your IQ in SATs.
That's when you're.
What do they
that's when
test?
You're this big, bro.
They test your maths and your English, not your IQ.
So what does IQ channel into?
I don't know. I don't
If you haven't got IQ, can you answer a maths question?
No, but IQ, you have IQ tests. Like you can pay to get one done, and then it will tell you what your IQ is.
Obviously, it requires IQ to do the maths test.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
but no, my point still stands. The maths test is not. They don't base a stats around your IQ.
Yeah, SATs is a year 6.
Just
no,
happens
but
to
imagine
play
though.
into it.
Imagine though. Look at the mathematics. Yeah. If you've got 0 IQ, you're getting 0 in maths. Yes or no? Yes or no?
No, but
No, 'cause there's
you've
multiple
worded your
di-
question
Yeah,
to make us
because
fit your
there's to fit his
opinion.
agenda. His agenda. That's what I'm saying.
Your agenda. There we go.
All right, I'm
Wait.
smart, man. All right, go on. I'm handing
cool.
up as
My
well,
leg,
yeah.
so it looks like I'm.
Oh yeah, professional. I like that.
Then it looks like you're interviewing someone proper.
Yeah.
You're proper, bro. You're proper.
Cool. Cool. So welcome to Who is Smarter, Dropouts or Pensioner. So I've
Pensioner,
got 10
you know.
questions here, and we're just gonna see who's smarter. Yeah, some general knowledge questions. This is my first game. Yeah. Cool. What? Okay. How are we doing this? Are we having noises? Are you guys gonna go meh?
Noises.
Or- noises. Yeah. So what's your noise? What's your noise?
Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Tell them apart then.
yeah. Very different. Very different. Okay. Cool.
What are the general knowledge based?
General knowledge, yes.
Oh.
So I'll say the questions. They're all different subjects. So there's science, there's maths, there's general knowledge. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna say it out loud, and you're gonna make your buzzers if you know it. First one is who I'm gonna go for. Yeah. Okay.
What? So we just keep going on and on until someone gets it right, or
am
one
I-
guess each, and if it's wrong, then what?
And then you keep going back.
we
innit?
just
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, go on,
cool.
go on.
All right. What temperature does water boil at?
Bro, Scooby-Doo.
That was you. That was you.
Nah, it was just louder. That's alright, cool. Now I know what volume we're
Whoa,
working. That's
whoa,
fine.
100 blood clot degrees.
Okay, fair. Yeah, you got that right.
Keep the score as well, you know. 1-0.
Did you know that? Yeah.
Of course I knew
Alright,
that.
cool. Easy one, isn't it? Alright, what is the largest planet in our solar system? What?
Blood clot Jupiter.
Oh,
Continue.
Like, you were there when it was discovered, mate.
What, Alien versus Predator, yeah? Sick guy, you know. All right, 2-0, yeah,
cool.
on the landing. Yeah.
alright.
No, I'm not leaving with 0.
What shape has 8 sides? That was you.
Octagon.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Let's
still.
go.
I didn't know.
Because
I was going to say
oct
so.
means 8 if you listen.
Oct means 8. Yeah.
Octopus, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
2-1,
yeah.
2-1.
Alright. Question 4. What percentage of the world is allergic to cats?
But go die. Like, literally, shut up.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, go on.
What,
Hey,
20%, 20%.
Reload.
20%.
No. Yeah.
About 4%.
No, you.
You're going to have to give it to the man who's the closest, you know. We're going to be going on forever.
Yeah, come on.
I'm going to say
Yous are close.
allergic to cats. That's allergic to fur. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of man who've got allergic. There's a lot of man who are allergic to blood cleat fur, you know. I'm going to say 35%.
No, you were closer the first time.
5%.
Okay, it's 10. I'm just gonna give it to him. It's 10%. 10%, bro.
All right, saying
Say
it.
30%. That's like half of this room being scared. That's allergic to cats.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, in hindsight, yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right,
tough.
2-2. Go
All
on
right.
then.
What's the largest organ in the human body?
The skin. Thank you very much.
The skin.
Oh, I thought that was like the
was.
trick question, but you got the trick.
Yeah, cold. All right.
Was that right?
Yeah,
it
it
is the
was.
skin, isn't it?
All right.
Come on, my thing's up.
When was the Great Fire of London? Oh my days. Go on.
You don't even know.
1666.
Yeah,
What?
You're 1666.
Was you there?
Bro, I was in all time frames, bro. I was there, fam. Bro, I was there, fam. 4-2.
Yeah. Okay. Fairs. All right. Number 7.
Did you know the answer to that one though? You
Nah.
didn't, did you?
Never.
No.
I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah. Idiot. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
How many wives did King Henry VIII have? Yeah.
6.
Let's go.
Just to make the score respectable.
Oh,
innit?
shut
Nah,
up,
you
bro.
didn't even
4-3,
flinch, you didn't have a
4-3.
clue. You didn't even hear the
Bro, I
question.
couldn't be bothered, bro. You gonna let you have that one, innit?
That's to make the
4-3.
score respectable. All right. You ready? Yeah. Next question. Who was the first man to walk on the moon? Yeah.
Neil Armstrong. What you, bro, I'm just about to say the man's blood cleat name. Neil Armstrong, innit?
That's not fair though, because he does his noise, he books out the time frame, and then he thinks.
What's this guy, fam?
Like, how are you gonna beat? You go quiet for like 10 minutes and then say the answer.
Bro, because the answer's coming out of my head.
Right, say no more. That's how you want to do it.
Yeah, that's how you want to do it, Code.
Neil Armstrong, innit?
Alright. I won't be yeah, that's fine. But I won't be accepting the booking of the time.
So we'll say it straight away. I'll say it straight away. Say nothing.
Cool,
What's the
say
score?
it easy,
5-2.
bro.
5-3.
5-3, yeah. Number 9. What name is given to animals who only eat plants?
Herbivore. Simple as
You
that.
shouted it, but did I even come to you?
But you know it was me, blood. You know it was me,
You
bro.
I knew the
shouted.
answer.
You know it was
wait,
me,
I
bro.
can't lie. I'm actually gonna have to give it to him. Because did I say Francis? Did I point at you? No, I didn't. You have to wait, bro, to give your answer.
Saying it in
Your own
5-4. He's lost
podcast.
anyway. 5-4. Go on, last question.
Well,
bro.
how is he
corrupt.
lost when there's one more so he could draw it?
Yeah, but draw, that means he ain't gonna win, then, innit?
Yeah, okay, say no.
Alright, saying that.
You're all talk, you know.
Oh.
Go on.
Alright. Who is the Prime Minister of Britain? Go on.
Gordon, no.
Go on. Richard, you got it.
What was I gonna say, Gordon Brown then? Oh god.
Gordon Ramsay.
You're behind.
I'm
You're
finished,
gonna say
man.
Gordon Brown, you know. That was like 20 years ago, I swear.
That's tough.
Yeah, 2008.
Wow, so it was a draw.
That's mad.
It was a draw there.
That shouldn't have been a draw though.
That was a draw.
We need to settle this.
Yeah, I feel like this needs to be settled. Okay, cool. What's the square root of 81?
I don't know. I don't know.
Nine.
I don't
Yeah,
know that one.
yeah, he got it. He won.
don't know
Rams
that
wins, guys.
That is mad. I
On
don't
your
know that
own
one.
podcast.
On your
as
own
well.
poddy, you got violated, bro. I tried to
Know
help
that
you
one,
as well.
man. Maths is not my thing, bro.
Alright, cool. Next game, we've got a would you rather pick your poison type of game. Because I feel like this will.
Why are you getting excited?
Because it's gonna be forkery now. God, it's gonna be pure Mazzalinas on the landing.
Nah, what's coming? Is there something I don't know?
He don't even know what I'm gonna say, but he's fucked. Let's just start with the nice one, yeah. Would you rather be 11 foot tall or 9 inches tall? So would you rather be or down there?
Nah, 11 foot. Why would I want to be 9 inches tall? That's like this big. You can't do anything. Like deep it, you can't do anything.
Bro, are you understanding the question, blood?
Go on.
Say it again.
I'm asking you, do you understand the question? I understand the question,
No, but
blood.
why have you asked me if I understand it?
Because you don't understand it, blood. You're answering it like you don't understand it.
Say it again then.
Would you rather be 11 foot tall or 9 inches tall?
Would you?
11 foot tall.
9 inches, bro.
Yeah, 11.
Oh, that's what it means. I don't think that's what it means, boss.
Is that what you
It means you want to be tall or short.
Oh,
Your
sorry.
phrase
I'm
always,
tapped.
always
Yeah,
in the wrong place.
That's your fault of being tapped.
Yeah, I'm in the
You got
mess.
me thinking that as well.
I'm in the mess. I'm in the mess.
Bro is inches and doesn't think that you can measure anything
What, you
else.
wanted to be 11 foot? 11 foot.
Did you know the elephant? You know, an elephant schlong is the longest schlong on planet Earth.
How long is it?
Yeah, but you don't want to. Why would you G with an elephant?
Elephants cheat with other elephants, bro. You know what?
So you want to G with elephants?
I don't want to cheat with elephants. I just wanted to point out that fact, didn't it?
Yeah.
The elephant's got a long schlong. And you know whales, they've got a long schlong.
Whales.
I knew that.
So
What-
whales,
what-
are, whales
how
are going
long is
around
it?
the ocean and
I
there's
don't know
tongues
the
just like
exact
that.
measurement.
I don't know how they fornicate, to be honest. It must be mad.
Do you think so the whale's like this, do you think the schlong's like that? Or do you think the schlong's like that and it comes out? Or do you think it's just rolling with it?
If it's going at a T, that means his schlong's bending. That must hurt.
If
you
he's
know?
going fast, like boosh.
Yeah,
See what I'm
you know, I've had gal.
Yeah.
How's he comparing this?
I've had gal bend off the schlong. Yo, I've had gal bend off the schlong. That hurts, fam. So imagine you're a whale now, 50-ton whale, yeah, and another 50-ton whale.
A blue whale was
Blue whale penis. is
3
a lie.
meters. Blood clot. Imagine that getting bent, bruv. That will hurt, cause
No, it wouldn't, because you're a shark anyway. It's not doing it to a human, is it?
no. But imagine you're a whale, yeah, and another blood cleat dirty whale just bend up your schlong. That's gonna hurt. So imagine Bunda Becky is a whale, and you booked her now, yeah, and she bent up your schlong in the Atlantic Ocean. That's gonna hurt.
Well, not really, because I'm built to do it.
Yeah.
What you think they're designed for the
they're-
schlong
they're-
to
of
90
course
They're
degrees
they're
like
designed,
that?
you think they're
mad
going to have
fast.
something they're not designed to have?
So what, you think the schlong is designed to go 90 degrees like that and not hurt the whale?
But who's to say that it's not tucked and it comes out when they're fornicating? Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, she's gonna type in how they fornicate. We'll soon find out. We'll soon
get a
find
picture
out.
or what?
We'll soon find out. Because I'm intrigued now. I need to know the truth.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I think he's sort of right. I think they will.
Yeah, they're
they
built
will-
for it.
They will be designed to be built for it.
So what? You know the wood. You know when I was a youth, yeah, I used to think, you know, like our wood actually had like wood in it, like a bone.
Oh,
But
I used to think it
obviously
had
it's
a bone
blood,
in it.
innit?
Yeah. No, I used to think it had a bone in it as
See,
well.
you thought as well, didn't
I used to think you could snap it.
Yeah, bro, this is what I'm trying to say about the snap. Yeah, I've had girl break my wood, bro. That's what I'm
What,
saying.
like, snap it?
Bro, break the cartilage, cause on a mother.
So what do you even tell the NHS?
What? What?
I've never been NHS for that. The wood just broke.
bends
Just-
itself.
Carried
Still
on.
broken to this day.
Disability,
RIP.
yeah.
Category
Undeclared
everyone.
disability, bro.
So what happened to it? You can't just say stuff like that.
Bro, I don't even. This is an
still
18
broken?
plus episode now.
Oh,
Oi,
say
bruv,
it
yeah,
easy then.
thing. Oi, when I go to the toilet now, I have to stand this way to piss that way.
Prove it.
Whoa. Lost
Fruity
his
boy.
bloody mind.
Astaghfirullah.
Alright, cool. Would you rather wear the same
I'm being
socks?
serious.
No,
No, go on. Do the next question. Do the next question.
Alright. Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or wear the same underwear for a week?
Hold on, we didn't even answer the last one. So I'd rather be 11 foot tall. No, actually,
No, you don't. Oh, come on, man.
I wouldn't want to be.
So 11 foot, you can't even walk through the doors like that. You're smacking
What's
your
the
head.
average
You can,
door
you can,
height?
you can bend over 9 inches. You can't go to a.
No.
Bro, why you want to bend your back?
No, but you can get in, but you can get in the door.
This guy's so
But you
spam.
can get in the door. Oh, so you're telling me, yeah, you'd want to be 9 inches? You wouldn't be able to do this podcast.
How tall
They'd
is-
have to get a secondary camera just to film you.
How
'Cause you'd be
small
down
is
there.
how
Probably
small
would
is
have
9
to be.
inches?
9 inches,
that.
yeah?
Like this tall.
Remember, the palm of your hand is the average size of a schlong, which is 6 inches, yeah? So, did you know that?
This.
I bet you that's about 6
What was
inches.
this?
What you think? What the? Hey, listen. All right, man. So
Okay.
when I was in school, yeah, we used to measure the schlongs like this, innit? Yeah, the blood clean and mingle in it. So that's about 6. So if we're adding on another 3, you're about here, innit? So that's 9. So if a
wanna be that
human,
tall?
eh?
You want to be that tall.
That's all right, yeah. Because 11 foot, that's handicap, bro.
So you want to be that. That's not.
You have to choose one, innit? It's a part of the game. You have to choose one answer. 9 inch or 11 foot. I'm choosing 9 inches, bro.
See how you're gone.
No, I'm nah.
You'll get stepped on.
Nah, bro. If you're 11 foot tall, it becomes like a
Can you
disability.
imagine this guy 9 inches with his helmet?
But
on?
he's just shouting.
His energy. Some little guy shouting down there. No one's gonna listen to you. You're 9 inches tall. Sure.
Oh, factory reset. What the fuck is that,
Alright, say nothing. So we answered that one. You want to be 11 foot. I want to be 9 inches. Yeah. Alright, next question, big.
bro? Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week?
Same socks for a month. Plain and simple. Because you know what it is? There's 2 different types of cheese. Yeah. There's bomber cleat foot cheese and there's blood cleat body cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the body cheese is terrible cheese. If you ain't washed your dicky wicky for 2 weeks, cause it's sweet for you, man. Yeah, it's sweet, man. Yeah. But the foot cheese you can manage. But the body cheese, the dicky wicky cheese is serious cheddar, but
How'd you know about that? How'd you know about that? I didn't know it even made
that's
cheese,
extra
fam.
mature cheddar on the blood dicky wicky. You ain't washed your
it's
cheese.
so
You
mad.
ain't washed your thing for 2. Alright, man. Let's talk about pastoral hygiene for all the males and females out here, yeah? Not the females though, but man them. Yeah, obviously you've been circumcised. I know that without even seeing you. Yeah, exactly. I know that. Yeah, you haven't, and I haven't. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What do you mean? Okay, cool. Am I lying?
No, I said okay, cool. I'm listening to what you're saying,
So you
fam.
need to confirm or deny what I'm saying.
I said okay, cool.
What does that mean? Have you been circumcised?
I'm listening to what I'm saying. Okay, carry on.
I'm
with
asking
what
if you've been
you said.
circumcised.
Why are you on volts? I just said okay.
Have you been circumcised?
No.
Prove
That's
it.
exactly
Why are we
the-
talking about this?
You're finished. You're finished. What I'm saying is though, if you ain't washed your tool for a good 2 days, 3 days,
Yeah.
the cheese is mud. You can make bare
I
toast.
can't lie, Francis.
Bare toast sandwiches.
I
and that.
don't know about that one because that's never happened to me.
What, you're washing your tool every day?
Every single day.
You never let it slip for a little,
No,
little
what-
30
how-
hours.
how-
and that.
how-
Oh, you not had the odd one day.
No, how have you?
Yeah,
seen
you're at
this
home
shit?
doing nothing. You just let the tool just
No, because every day when I wake up,
Let it gather.
every day I get in the shower, fam.
You have
I
a shower
keep
every
it.
day, even if you're at home just lounging, not doing
Yes.
nothing.
You know
Yes.
what? I've had a shower every day for a long time.
Yeah, it's called
So you
personal hygiene.
so you lot never do cell wash.
What's that?
You never heard of cell wash.
What's so what?
So you lot are young. So basically now, what we call is a little rubber dub thing where you just put water in a bowl in the sink.
Robert up.
Put water in a bowl in the sink. You just say you don't want a full shower in it. You just want
Oh,
fresh
you
enough.
just splash your face on that.
Nah, idiot thing. We don't do that, yeah. You put water in a bowl with some soap, yeah. Get your little rug, your little flannel, and wash your schlong, your batty crease, and your armpit them. That's what we call a little rubber dub, little cell wash thing, isn't it? Yardman style.
I should have a shower.
Exactly.
Nah,
Serious.
oh, yeah.
Serious.
No, like genuinely, like you're
going through all that effort.
You're in a
What, you think
develop-
that's effort? That's a quick procedure. Showering's quick.
I was about to say
Showering's
you're in
longer
a
than that.
developed-
No, but you're in a developed country where there's a shower. Like, and you just walk in and you walk out. Have you got a shower in your house, Francis?
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
Yeah. Is that not just the easier option?
You're like, no, I want to turn the shower on. I'm gonna get the water from
Like,
the
who wants to get the
shower.
bowl and
You're done.
then you gotta go out. All that effort.
The
you might
people
as well
behind the
walk in.
camera know what I'm talking about, innit? As long as they know, I'm happy because they know what I'm on about. You don't know about that. You live bun and try every blood cleat day, like you're living in Las Vegas and that. Yeah.
We're living in the thing is we're. So you don't shower every day then?
Nah.
So you do.
What?
You do shower every day.
Yeah, but it's not shower. I'll have
But I'm
showers.
just saying, how you getting the cheese? That's what I'm not getting. If you're washing, how you getting the cheese?
No, sometimes you let the thing slip, cause when you're lounging and you're living good, sometimes the cheese just builds up. Bare grated cheese, blood cleat sliced cheese.
So what's the most amount of days you've gone without having a shower?
Ooh,
2 days? That's it.
That's
But at the same
that's
time,
insane, bro.
I've had cell wash. I've had little rubber dope. That's what I'm trying to say.
so the 2 days include.
A washing.
Yeah.
The 2 days,
So
no shower.
2 days
You're
was
washing.
that just 2 days of pure no washing?
Nah, it's included. Basically, you man don't think it's you man don't think it's a wash unless man's gone under the shower. What I'm trying to tell you is, in a week, I'll shower probably 3-4 times. Those other days when I'm not doing nothing with my life and I'm just a waste of space. Yeah.
But I'm saying that's valid. But I'm still trying to figure out how you get in the cheese. Because if you're still doing the cell wash, how is the cheese developing if you're still washing?
But bro, sometimes you come back from gym after just having a wash. You come back from
Then you
gym.
have a shower, then you have a shower.
Yeah,
Why would
No.
you shower but
G.
then go to the gym? What's wrong?
No,
with
let's say you come back from the gym sweaty. You've got cheese, bro.
And you get in the
Shower,
shower.
shower.
You get the shower.
Yeah, but before the shower, you've got the cheese. Yes or no?
I've never seen any cheese.
What, you never had cheese after gym?
No,
I've had bare cheese. cuz.
no mature cheddar.
Maybe
down
it comes
there.
with age.
No mozzarella.
It could be,
None of that.
Maybe my body's just finished. Innit?
Maybe, you know.
Nah, but on a level though. So you man have never smelled the tool and said, raw, something smelling a bit funky today. Yes, no, yes or no?
Personally, no, not down there. Maybe my armpits, but not down
Obviously, your body, but not the. I'm not even bending over the. Like, how am I doing
What
that?
the hell?
No,
Is that how you have to do it? Is that how you have to do it? To
There's
smell your
been
tool?
times-
To smell your
there's
tool and that?
there. Not from my tool though. It's just been like, have you ever just walked home and thought, I
Yeah.
might shower?
Yeah, that's basic, bro. So you man don't examine your body to see what's going on.
I don't need to.
Have you done a testicular cancer test on your seed bag to see what's going on?
Not yet.
You should do that though.
Yeah, no, sometimes I do it sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you mean you do it sometimes? Like you do it on Fridays or something?
No.
What, when
like,
you last done it?
when I remind myself, I'll
What,
do
to
it.
touch the tool and
To
that?
check around.
Check around.
Yeah.
Anything there?
No, I'm blessed, I think.
You're clean, yeah?
Yeah.
I rate that still.
Come on.
Obviously, cancer awareness for the man, them, innit? Obviously,
on.
every man's seed bag needs proper care and love and attention, innit? From the girl
So
them
what
as
we
well.
saying? We saying you're wearing socks, yeah?
That's what we started on.
Is that what? Is that where it started from? Wow!
This is probably my
Yeah,
favorite
we're
episode we've ever
sweet
did. My
socks.
Is
favorite
that where it
episode.
started from?
Yeah.
What, socks and underpants?
Because
Jeez,
you said feet cheese and willy cheese is different. That's how we got.
But it
there,
is though.
man.
No,
Alright,
there is no. I do agree.
You man are in denial, innit? I'll be honest, innit? I'm the honest man here, yeah?
What do
Will
mean
you
we're
man
in denial?
admit you've smelt your foot cheese? Yes or no?
Big man, yeah. Look. I've never had any cheese on any part of my body. I have mash up feet, yeah. I used to play basketball, yeah. My feet are finished. I've never had cheese, bro. I've never had cheese. There's hard bits all over the foot.
So you've had
There's-
athlete's foot?
It's all mad, fam.
You've had athlete's
but
foot?
there's no cheese.
You've
There's
had
no
you've-
edible munch down there.
You've had
It's just disgusting.
you've had athlete's foot, yes or no?
It's not just no. It's not athlete's foot, bro. It's
Nah,
just
not
hard. It's like
athlete's
calluses
foot,
and that.
serious.
What, like little corns and that, little acorns and
Yeah.
that?
Oh, I had to have an operation on my foot. It was lethal.
Swear.
Well, really? What? Because of that?
Yeah. There was like a corn in the bottom because I'm going side to side with the ball and I'm landing on the corner of my foot every time I'm doing it. So I got like this corn thing and I had to go to this foot person and he like cut my nails, massaged my foot, got it out. I just wanted him to get it out. He got it out and then he was like, I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's it. He's like, no, you paid for everything, so I'm going to give you everything. So he gave me the whole foot pedicure. It was amazing.
This sounds like what they do in Thailand.
It was a bit, no,
They give you
honestly.
everything.
Was it a girl or a boy?
Oh,
Mad.
it was a man.
What?
But you don't,
How big was the corn?
listen, it's small, but it goes in your foot.
Blood
Like, so there's
clot.
more inside. But you don't know, you honestly don't know world peace, yeah, until you've had a foot massage. I swear down, bro. Foot massage, they've cut your nails, they're chalking bits off. It's mad.
You know what? You know what's mad? I'm gonna share something with you, like, yeah.
Sold it to
My
me.
foot was soft. It was like I was on ice skates after that. I was just swimming. It was great.
I can attest to that. I went to Cambridge like I think late last year, and I went to a spa for the first time in my life. But I went with Mandem, innit? Is that a bit freaky or not? I went to a spa with
What did you put
Mandem.
in the group chat? Yeah, you lot on it for a spa today.
No, but it was cold though. It was cold. Swimming pool, yeah. 2 60-minute sessions of back, leg, knee, foot bottom, yeah. Neck,
with your boy.
shoulders.
With your boys,
Neck
Yeah,
with your
me
boy.
there, and my dog's there, cause
Neck
Neck.
and back with the boys.
But nah, spa for the first time. I never had that experience in my life. And they'll come around, give you hot chocolate when you're in the lobby and that. It was nice.
Yeah.
So I say all three of us should go one day, and then we record that.
I say we have part 2 of the podcast, but we're getting our feet done at the same time.
Nah, it's too bougie.
That's insane.
What, we got expansion on the budget for that?
Huh?
Eh?
Well, hopefully we're gone clear by then.
Yeah, we say we get foot massages
Yeah,
mid-episode,
hopefully
yeah?
That'll be insane.
That would be crazy.
I've
But
never had
yeah,
a massage.
eh?
Never had a massage, you know. But you just told me.
I've
the
only ever
idea.
had a foot massage. I haven't had a shoulders massage. Just foot.
Do you recommend it then?
A spa, yes, I would recommend it. Yeah, it was good. It was good. From my first experience, it was good.
Would you say that you felt calm?
In the moment,
Like, yeah, you were. It's got rid of stress.
you know what was funny? The woman who was meant to give me the massage, yeah, she was bare emotional and that. But because I'm a big dude and she had small hands, she said, "Oh, this is gonna be long." So she actually said to me when she seen me, she's like,
No, she didn't.
I swear to God, she seen me because obviously my shoulders are broad and that. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've got like a muscular back and that. She see me and she's like, because I told her, "How do you want it, love?" No, she asked me, "How do you want it, love? Soft, deep, or medium?" I said, "Yeah, go deep." And then she went. Because I imagine she's
There's
got
a lot of
arthritis.
surface area there, isn't it?
Yeah, bare surface area. This man's cold with it. Yeah. Because I imagine she's probably got arthritis in a poor old granny hand. She's been doing chiropractor for about 60 years, innit, little old granny. I don't know why they sent her to me.
Oh, she was a granny.
Yeah, she was an old woman, bro.
You're on that as well.
Yeah, no, I want. Yeah,
What do you mean he's on that?
He likes them older than him, and how he's old. He likes them older than him.
can't believe
It's a
you've done
fact.
that.
You know it is though.
Have you seen that meme? I can't believe you've done this. That's this joke, man. Yeah. Oh my days.
That was the first thing you said to me. That was one of the first things you said to me. You know?
What?
No. It wasn't. You know when you got in the car
Yeah.
just before this podcast, and you said something like, "Have you never seen those teachers that were 70, 80?" And thought, yeah.
Yeah, I did say that actually. Yeah, never mind. I retract my previous statement.
First impressions count, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
Stuck with me.
How did we get here anyway?
Still on the same question, socks and
Oh God! All right, let's read that one up. So my answer was socks.
same. I agree.
Yeah, I think everyone in the room was saying socks. Yeah.
Would you rather always have BO and not know it, or always smell BO on everyone else?
Before you answer this question, I bet we're going to be talking about Australia in 5 minutes. That's my prediction.
Australia?
Yeah, I will come into conversation somehow. Just let it go freely. But when it happens, I'll tell you.
All right, see you
Oh wow, he's just gone into the future and he's came back.
God, would I rather...
Would you rather always have BO and not know it, so you stink, but you don't know you stink, or always smell BO on everyone else?
So does smelling BO on everyone else means I never smell of BO or what? Or is there a possibility I might...
Smell it on everyone else because I'll get used to it.
Yeah, so if you're smelling it off everyone else, you don't stink, but everyone else stinks.
I'd rather smell it on myself.
But then...
Does that mean you stink though?
No, but pre the
the
mathematics.
question is always have BO and not know it, so you stink.
Oh, and I don't
everyone
know.
else knows you stink, and everyone's like violating.
Oh,
but
no,
you
no,
don't know
no,
you
no.
stink, or everyone else stinks and you don't.
No,
so you're
the
always
other one,
smelling BO.
Everyone else stinks.
Let's go through the pros and cons because this is quite mad. This is how mad my brain is, yeah? Imagine your nose now, you're picking up 20 different scents a day. That is mad.
Okay.
That is crazy. That's taking over the brain. But if you're just smelling your own scent, you'd get accustomed to it, like what you were saying, innit? Yeah. So I was going from the angle that if I'm just smelling my own thing, I can handle that. I'll get used to my own thing. Like if you're smelly and you do the little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
but if you're smelling 50 man a day, some man are serious with their armpits. Some man are serious
There'll
with
be
their
some normal ones there, and then there'll be ones that bush, they wake you up. Like,
What would you
those
rather
are
have? If you have to
dangerous.
choose one curse, would you rather have constant BO or constant bad breath? Which one would you rather?
Oh,
Now that's a question.
that
You know
was
what?
decade.
Bad breath. I feel like you can hide bad breath more.
Can you?
Yeah, definitely.
Go on, run through the diagnostics.
BO has like a diameter, like 2. You can smell it from a good 2 meters away.
Gassing. I've been in rooms, yeah, where man's over there on the landing room, but the projectiles from my man's blood clear mouth are licking me off.
But that's a one. But
whacking
that's rare. That's not common. Like BO.
No, let's say you got the rarest blood cleat form where you're marking my sniper rifle.
But it's less common.
From far away.
That's a sniper rifle.
No, but
Bow.
it's less common. It's
Your
less common.
foot.
So what you're saying? You'd
Way
rather
less
have
yeah,
so you'd rather have
definitely.
BO then, rather than the bad breath.
Bad breath. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, yeah, I'd agree.
Because you can
still.
just say, oh, I was playing football, innit?
No, I don't agree. I said I'd rather have bad breath than BO.
You would.
Yeah.
So which one do you think has more range, the BO or the bad breath?
Bro, the BO.
Has more range.
I feel like you can
The
walk
bad
into a
breath,
room
if
and the
my
BO
mouth is
hits
shut
you.
now, if I'm like this, like you're smelling nothing.
No, but
This
if
BO is just there all the constantly giving it off like a
so
fragrance.
that means you'd have to go through your life and rarely talk.
Yeah, but it's better than just stinking all the time. If you smell like that all the time, people are gonna rarely talk to you, which will result in you rarely talking.
I hear that. I hear
Just
that.
be
But,
that guy who just stinks.
but if
that-
we go
that
back to what you
podcast
originally,
guy just stinks.
Just
that Viking Tudor guy just stinks.
you know. But if we go back to what you originally said, you said it was easier to treat the blood cleat bad breath than the BO.
Did I say that?
What did you say?
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I told you what I said. I just
said
broke
it's
it down.
hard.
I said it's easier.
hide
It's
bad
easier to
breath.
hide bad breath.
Then it's the higher BO.
Yeah, as in not as in to like deal with it, as into like what I said. If I shut my mouth.
Oh,
and
to
hide
die,
it.
just
Yeah.
to mask it.
But even what you said, I agree with that as well. It's easier to mask a bad breath than it is with BO.
Did I say that? I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know, but
Australia.
Crash.
but yeah. So back to what your thing was, which is I don't know. I forgot now.
I'd rather have BO than bad breath. Oh, F my question. Your question is the one. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, mine's the one still. What was my one?
Yours has got everyone scratching
Bad
their face.
breath
What happened
or
to you?
BO?
You just got dementia in the past 1 minute.
What
You
bad,
were
bad breath?
clued
What
up
was
on
my
the-
one? Bad breath or BO?
Yeah. It's sniper rifle.
Oh yeah. Well, so what are you man saying on that one?
I'd rather
Bad breath.
have BO, yeah. I'd rather have
Bad
BO.
breath.
Yeah, I'm saying BO because some days BO might not be that bad.
No.
No, it
If,
will be
you,
bad
if, you,
breath.
if you're asking the question, is your breath is always stinking, or your body is always stinking? It can't be
In the
some days
worstest,
it's not
in the
as bad.
worstest form, yeah.
Crazy. So you want to stink all the time?
Have you ever woke up and had morning breath?
But,
you know that tastes bad
but
as
have
well.
you
You
ever
know?
but do you know how deep it would be, yeah, to constantly have bad breath? That when you talk to someone, their facial expressions switch because you've got
BO is the
bad
same
breath.
thing.
Maybe people
Apart
get
from you
used
don't
to
even
it.
have to talk to them.
Because there's
You-
people
You know
I
what's-
there's people I know that always smell a BO. Like I'm used to them.
You know what's mad? Yeah. You know what's mad? This is situational, yeah. So let's say you've got BO. No, here's how you mask BO. Just always wear like a builder's uniform, or just always look like you've come from work.
What, 30-degree weather?
Yeah, just always look like you've come from work. That's how you would mask that. Because I've come across a man with sniper rifle armpits, yeah, but I realised he's just come from 12 hours at work.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be thinking about him any differently. But if you've got bad breath, yeah, there's minimal excuse, but there is excuse if you got BO. You could have just come from work. You could have just ran a marathon.
You know, I actually.
It could have been a Mazzolina on a landing. So when we talk about masking it, it's easier to mask BO.
That's.
I would say. You there having to shut your mouth.
That's not masking it though, is it? That's not masking it.
It
That's
is masking it.
It's not though, is it? Because you're relying on others to be like, oh, hopefully he just thinks I'm a grafter and I've been working all day. It's not masking it. You still stink.
And you're not a builder, so you're buying a builder's fit. Your yard in.
Every day you come home from work, you go to open the boot, get your high vis on, get your work boots on, just to go home and
Just
get
to go
changed again.
shop, like it's peak.
Yeah, it's mad still. You know what? We'll leave that one there to the audience. Bad BO for the rest of your life or bad breath for the rest of your life. It's probably a tricky one to choose from, but
Yeah.
yeah, we've got some mixed opinions on that one.
Yeah, this one here, yeah. Spend a year at war or in prison.
War.
I'm going prison, blood. Allow it. I'm
Okay.
going straight to pen, cause
Let's go. I would say prison.
I'm going straight to pen, cause
I say war.
you're
Go
mad,
on,
man.
let's give reasons.
When I'm walking out the jail, when our sentence is done, I'm seeing R.I.P. to your blood cleat. Yeah, you're dead, fam.
R.I.P. Rampz.
R.I.P. and M's and that. Yeah, it's peak for you lot. Why you want
Ross,
to go?
you don't want to go to jail for a year.
Why you want to go to war for, big man?
It's better than being in jail. I'll be stuck in a room with a bunch of guys I don't even like and they don't like me. Why would I not be on war?
Well, you're not having hotel at war though. You're not in a room by yourself. You're gonna be with
Yeah, but I'll
all
be
of
free.
these
I'm
men.
gonna
You're gonna be in the
feel every
slums.
time I see someone
You're in the trenches. Just
just whipping
browing.
a tank about on the field. It's better than you lot are going to be eating a baguette and cheese like once a day.
Yeah, no, facts.
And how
That
dead
push.
that is.
And ask you a question. Yeah, obviously you're a battlefield man, yeah? Yeah? Fucking Call of Duty and that, yeah? Do you believe you've innately got the ability to kill a man on the battlefield?
Nah, I don't think I've got the heart for it. But I wouldn't be trying. I'd just be
You're
like,
just trying to
nah,
whip a tank, bro.
So you're just trying to do 360 donuts in
No,
a
I'm
tank
just
and
there
that?
for the show. Like everyone's like, "Whoa, yo, you got this." I'll just be like, "Yeah." But in my head, I know I don't care. I'm just
Sure.
scared to. I'm just avoiding jail.
So when man shoot at you and lick off your leg and that,
No, I won't go in that situation.
But do you
I
think
just
you're gonna survive? You will survive prison? What? Do you think
UK prison, yes.
Huh?
Other places in the world,
I'm
probably
talking
not.
UK prison, yeah, UK.
Yeah, UK prison, cakewalk.
Do you think you go in there, you'd be the don, or do you think you would just fit in?
No,
think
you know
you'd
what
be
it is though.
respected?
If I was to go to prison, yeah,
Yeah,
because I've actually, I don't know if I
Have
should
you been?
expose too much.
You've been to prison.
you went to
before?
pen. I didn't even know this.
No, I didn't go to pen.
Oh,
I used to be a prison officer.
Nah,
No,
really?
walai.
That's
I'll even tell the blood cleat jail HMP only.
Can you imagine
Minor.
this is your prison guy?
HMP only. Yeah, bro, it was peak fam for prisoners blood because I was an idiot. And you know what it is? Yeah, obviously a lot of the other prison staff they thought because I was the only black prison officer at the time. Yeah, this is between 2018 and 20. When did I leave? 2021.
okay.
What are we in now? 2024.
24, yeah.
Yeah, 2022 when I left, yeah. So I was one of the only black male prison officers. And they used to, because basically how I speak to you, man, basically how I am here is how I am in any environment.
Yeah.
Could be in front of the governor, the king of England or the king of Egypt, yeah? It don't matter, yeah? So I'm on the landing in front of all my white
Oh,
colleagues.
so when you say on the landing, this is what you mean? You mean
Now
on
you
the prison
understand the
landing?
link. When I'm on the
Okay.
landing, yeah, with all my, in front of my white colleagues and I'm chatting to these black prisoners, I'm talking like this, like I man them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they say, "Oh, he's one of them. He's one of the corrupt ones." You know what I'm saying? So I've seen the English justice system from the inside out. And English prison, I could do 10 years of prison. It's English prison is fucking
What kind
basic.
of what? Did you ever help the inmates?
Yeah, so as a prison officer, you do everything. You do the integration.
No, Dan, did you sneak anything in?
No, that's what I'm saying. They offered it many a times because I'm black, they're black. They thought, oh yeah, he'll do it. But
Yeah.
I was only there for the overtime and the free food.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? I want there to try and bring in black mamba spice, narcotics up my body crease and that idiot thing.
What's the maddest thing that you saw?
I don't know if you even have just I've seen man get murked, cause not murked, but borderline murked.
Yeah.
Like one more calassing and he would have been calassed. You know what I want?
This episode has been so bizarre.
It's been up and down all over the place. I think that's what
everyone
makes it
being
unique.
killed,
You know what I mean? But yeah, I used to be a prison officer. I think I don't know if I've ever shared that before. I don't think I have. HMP only. Obviously, my colleagues who are still there now. Some of you lot are pussios. Some of you lot are still OGs. Yeah. And yeah, you know what's mad as well? Some of the prisoners that was on my wing, I was on Alpha Wing, yeah? Some of the prisoners that were on my wing, that were under my care, some of them actually became YouTubers and content creators themselves. Obviously, I had this one guy who knew about my YouTube thing before I started the job, a prisoner, and he came up to me and said, "Oh, how do you do YouTube?" And that he was like inquisitive. And now he's big in the game. That prisoner there came out, Channel 5, Channel 4, doing his thing, so I'm proud of him, man.
What, is
So
it anyone we know?
I don't know. I haven't got his permission to expose him, so I ain't gonna expose him.
Okay, first.
But
But would it be someone that we know, like a big name?
so if you go on Channel 5 and type in prison documentaries, the main star and host of those prison documentaries, he's a former prisoner who used to be on my wing.
Okay.
So that's the most I'll expose. You'd probably easily find him. He's a mixed race youth, innit?
I think prison.
Make it easier to find him. Shut up, my dog. But yeah, I would. Yeah, so I'll do a year in prison because I know what prison in the UK is actually like.
Yeah.
And
What's
I
it
know.
like? To summarize it in like one paragraph.
Let me run you through a day. Yeah,
Alright, go on.
Monday, I get into work at 8 o'clock. I should have been there from 7:45. So I'm already late. Yeah, it's peak. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get in, go onto your wing. No, you get in, go through the prison gates, get your keys, get your radio, go through another gate. There's a lot of security measures involved. Go into another room, get your button. And I think they've got Parva spray now where you spray in the eyes and that, yeah? But they didn't have it when I was there. You get your button and you get your handcuffs, yeah? Go onto your wing, relieve the night staff who are there all night. They'll tell you, oh, we had Jimmy in cell 6. He tried to kill himself last night. He cut up about 50 pounds, blah, 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 all the usual shit. Once you've done a few years in this job, you become very numb to emotions like I am. Yeah, you don't really care anymore once you've done 6-7 years in the job. Yeah. You get that information and then at 9 o'clock, when there's 3 members of staff on the wing, you open up your wing, which is like 80, 90 or up to 100 prisoners. Some prisoners are going off the wing to go to work. Some of the prisoners are on the wing and work on the wing, like kitchen staff on the wing. They clean the landings and that, and they help out us officers doing like maintenance, not maintenance. You do have some maintenance, but they do like admin work. So you tell them, raw, go get my water and that. Idiot. Not like that, you know. Like they file stuff for us. They help out other prisoners and that. And then, throughout the day, you might have general alarms. Now, the general alarms are probably the funnest part of the day, but they weren't for me because I didn't really like running and getting involved in fights. Yeah. So when there was a general alarm, i.e. another member of staff getting attacked, I was just in the toilet, innit? I was just sitting in the toilet. But I ain't gonna lie. All my dons from HMP only back in the day knew that I was never there when that incident was kicking off.
You just started running to the toilet. and no one saw a pattern like, well, this guy's never here.
Nah, they would tell me, oh, Francis.
Back here.
They say, oh, Francis, how you never there when we getting our heads kicked in? I'm saying, boy, the toilet's a motherfucker. I said, boy, I'm in the toilet.
Cause I was gonna say, what? Was you like a bad man on the wing, like?
Nah, you know what it is.
You were in the toilet.
You know what it is. Yeah, you see, like my ability to like hold a room, yeah, and keep everyone like in good spirits, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of energy I brought on the landing. So,
it's just that word kills us every time.
So, I've got an ability to diffuse situations and talk to people and make people feel at home. Mm-hmm. So that's the kind of ability that I brought onto the landing, yeah. And I never really had issues with the man. Obviously, you still need a backbone in that kind of job because when you've got a personality set like me and you look like me and talk like me and in an environment like that where there's a bag of you man there, this is just facts. There's a bag of you man there, rarely any of me, and if there is any of me, they're prisoners, not prison staff. It is difficult to position yourself and operate. But me being a YOLO brother, I just did my thing, innit? And in the end, I was rated when I left, you see me? Was never corrupted, never bought in drugs, never done anything to detriment the integrity of myself or my colleagues, and I think that in the end they got to rate my thing. But I've seen the prison justice system, and let me tell you what I used to like: the apple crumble at lunchtime.
Well, everything,
bro. You know what it is?
Now I was thinking you were gonna drop some quote.
No. You know what it is? Obviously, we weren't meant to eat the prison food and that, yeah. Because if I eat a prison food, then poor old Jimmy in cell 12 ain't got no dinner. But I used to just teeth that, bro. Mad. Our business, bro. I used to teeth that. And the only thing I used to teeth, Sunday, the chicken leg, yeah? And it's always right foot, never left foot. You know why it's always right foot?
Why?
Because the schlong goes through the right foot on a chicken, you know that? You know the blood supply to a chicken schlong is through the right foot.
You live and learn, you know.
So you always eat the left foot. That's why in prison they never eat the right foot of a chicken.
Oh, wow.
They never eat right foot. If man them say right foot, they don't eat in it. It's either right or left. It's one of them. One of the foot we don't eat. That's the prison culture.
Wow.
I don't know if it's a myth or an old folk tale, but they don't eat one of the foot them.
That's crazy.
But I digress. Yeah. So what I was saying is, I used to teeth the apple crumble in it. That's one of the things I used
to. And then Jimmy and Sally went, you got to get him mud.
Get it, cuz.
So they just had a specific amount of food. They didn't have extra.
They used to have extra, but I mutt that as well. It all depends on it.
Up, yeah,
so did you work or what? Did you work or did you just take the food?
Yeah, I did my job as
the
well.
toilet.
I did my job as well. Obviously, you got boring stuff that you need to do.
Did you do
searches? Like man on suicide watch and that idiot thing.
Did you do searches?
Yeah, I had to do cell searches and that, find phones, find drugs, find illegal things in the prison cells and that. But I'm a joke man though.
Yeah. Run us through, to act like you're coming into our cell. Go on.
What, the role play thing,
role play, yeah.
All right, this is gonna be fucked, isn't it?
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. This is what I used to do. I'd walk on a landing and I'd say, I man them. It's gonna get peak, you know. I ain't even chatting shit to you. My colleagues will tell you.
No,
I'm loud. I'm loud on purpose.
Okay. We're
I'm
gonna get
loud
into
on purpose.
the acting. Yeah,
Alright, cool. So we're on our cell. We've got
I
a
walked
phone.
up.
We've got a phone.
We got a phone. Yeah,
got a phone.
we got a phone.
That's why you say, boats and bars.
He's it. Just hide
Now
it,
in a
hide it,
prison
hide it,
cell,
hide
you
it,
have
hide
your
it.
own. You have your own private key where you can lock it from the inside. But I've got the master key, so I can actually unlock it. Yeah.
Oh, he's got the master key.
Yeah. So I've got the main key.
Hide it.
So let's say I've knocked on you
I do
lot
not.
door. Boats and bars.
Why didn't they warn us, fam?
Sound search.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I've made it loud, innit? Now I'm outside, yeah, chatting to next man, yeah, because I'm giving you man an opportunity to fucking hide your shit, so I don't get paperwork because I don't want to be finding nothing. You get it?
Yeah.
I don't want my day to be long.
Yeah.
So I want you man to plug it, hide it, dash it. So when I go in the cell, there's nothing in there. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So I ain't going in till another 30 seconds. You like dash your shit in it.
Right.
So boom, I bust the door now. Boats and bars.
Yo. Yes.
I tell you like get out the cell.
That's anymore.
Yeah, you lot outside and that, yeah? Me and my dog, them, we search the cell. We don't find nothing, it's happy days. But if we do find something, it's long. Paperwork, I send you a nicking, adjudication, you have to go down to the governor's office. You have
So
to
that's
explain.
how you did it. You just based your whole job off. Oh, I can't be asked to do this paperwork.
Bruv, you know it is, I was intelligently lazy. That's what I was. Things I cared about were overtime, upper crumble,
And chicken leg, right? Chicken
But
leg.
at least
Right, chicken
at least you're not a job's worth. You're not a job's worth. You knew what you were getting paid and you just did that.
Yeah.
Literally, I didn't go above board. So there's times where man could have got murked off. I could have got prisoners in serious trouble, yeah?
Yeah.
But if it's just between me and you hide it, you live your life, I'm living my life, you ain't going home anyway, I'm going home, you're in prison, yeah? Fucking stay there and relax. You know what I'm saying? That was my mentality, innit? I went on the long thing, cause there were some colleagues, yeah? Like I said, I was the only black male officer, yeah? There's some dons looking like my man, trying to be superhero, and they getting murked off. Idiot. There's some, bro, I seen some prison officers get fucked up, yeah? All because they were trying to do too much on the landing. There's a reason why I was never really involved in physical altercation. Yeah. Not mostly because I was rarely there, but because when I was there,
business.
I wasn't trying to do the superhero thing, and the man didn't respected that.
Yeah, but you don't need to though.
But some man feel like they need to. You know what I'm saying?
You had nothing to prove.
Exactly. And in the prison environment, yeah, the biggest like factor you can have is being yourself, and I think I was that to the T.
Wow. That was
But that's
great.
mad. That's a story I don't think I've ever shared with anyone.
That was insane.
Which is why I know I would happily do a year in prison.
So
Because that apple crumble. As long as no one don't teeth my apple crumble,
Apple crumble, blood.
I'll be happy.
Should we do one more then? One final one.
Well, how many you got?
Just one more.
Yeah,
one
go on.
final more.
We've only done 2 games, innit? What's the third game?
Oh, the third game. Loud the third game.
Well, what is it?
Nah, it's not good enough. We'll just.
Alright,
this
say
will
that,
be
say
there,
that, say
yeah.
that.
Alright, cool. So the last question: walk in on your parents, or have your parents walk in on you? The silence is loud.
I mean, my mum walks in on me in the living room watching TV all the time.
You know that's not what I mean.
Cool.
So what you're saying is, yeah,
He's activated.
what you're
turned
saying
on
is, yeah,
again.
me and Bunda Becky, yeah, are doing the
She's
blood
not on this
clot.
podcast. She needs the mic.
We need to
get her
feature
out.
Bunda Becky,
She's
bro.
gonna be in prison by the time this comes out. Like, she's finished. So what you're telling me is, yeah, me and Blood Cleat Bunda Becky, we're doing Blood Cleat reverse cowgirl 360 on the Blood Cleat head top, yeah, and my mother comes in saying, "Oh, son, the rice and peas are
Yeah,
downstairs for dinner."
not even any knocking, just bang
No,
straight
she
in.
just flies in.
Just flies in and that.
Yeah, she flies in to tell you that the rice and peas are downstairs. She ain't knocking, just bang, and then you're in whatever
You're in dogs
position,
or whatever
whatever
you're doing.
position you just said.
What, the reverse cowgirl 360 on the head top?
Yeah.
Do you know what that looks like though?
I
Do you know what that looks like?
I can imagine the silence.
Fucked guy.
So what? She walks in on me, yeah, and what does she say? Francis?
What do you think she
She's gonna
said?
say, Francis, you run prank shop in my house. That's what my mother would say. innit?
Say
The Caribbean
what?
accent. Basically, she's saying you run a little porno in my house, innit? That's what my mum would say. What would you lot mum would say? What would you
I
lot
don't
mum
know. It's
say?
never happened.
Same.
Scenario, imagination, duh, schlong,
But it's not something
Bunda
that's likely
Becky,
to happen.
duh,
I feel like with you,
69,
it's something that's
360.
likely to
on the head
happen.
top, duh. Think about it, bro.
Honestly, her reaction would just be shutting the door.
Swear, she
I
wouldn't do
feel
that.
like she wouldn't want to deal with the confrontation there, and then she wouldn't want to deal with.
She'd
like,
close
bit
the
like
door.
you with your paperwork. In
She'd
prison.
close the door, yeah.
My brother, always send it to me.
It's like, I'm
Send it back. No, send it back to me.
shit.
You
Oh,
know,
no, we
send it back to
need
me.
we need to start again then. Bang.
Yeah,
Bang.
you sent it to him.
Double tap. Bang.
Come on,
Come
come on.
on. Blue ticked on that.
Come on.
Cool. So, I just think
Blue ticked.
I think my mum would close the door straight away, but then I don't know what I'd do with that. Do I carry on? Do I go downstairs, say sorry, mum? Like, what do I do?
Carry on.
Nah, you can't. It's gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
The whole.
It's not gone. She's still there.
No. She's not it, blood.
It's what I'm saying though. Look. Picture it this way. You're already halfway to the depths of hell. Yeah. Your mum's seeing your tool, putting in work and that.
Oh no.
You might as well crack on because you know what it is. But when you listen. When you go downstairs, she might admire your thing. She was like, raw. When I was young with your father, my husband, that's how we were getting it down, cause. Or it could be a case of like you would just about to say.
Yeah, he weren't packing like
he weren't packing the tool, but my son,
that
you're
would
doing
never
the
happen.
thing now.
That definitely would never happen, but that's fine.
Okay, it's a scenario, innit?
That's not.
We've got a dream. We've got a dream.
Yeah,
innit?
got to dream.
We've got to dream.
But yeah, I just feel like she closed the door, and then, like you said earlier, the whole thing's just gone. I'm not feeling it anymore.
Yeah, but it'd be awkward the next day though.
Yeah,
Like,
how am I getting the girl out of my house and going to chat to my mum after? Oh, mum, how was work?
She probably send you a text like.
Yeah, probably.
Good
That is the
job.
modern way,
Good
isn't it?
job.
Or
What?
get the girl out my
good
house.
job, like get out or something.
Well, get out for what? I'm grown, bro. I'm grown up pay rent.
To be honest, yeah, I think you know what you said about they might just understand you're young.
You're a bull in the china shop, bro. Literally.
A what?
A bull in the china
Oh
shop.
yeah, okay, cool.
Literally.
I think they'd be calm with it.
Yeah.
It'd
So
be,
what-
obviously it'd be awkward.
Awful, it would be
It'd be
awful.
quite alarming in the minute. But
Quite alarming.
You know what though? I think it depends on how she finds you lot. If she
What
finds,
position?
yeah. If
So-
she finds you lot,
why
yeah.
is this the concern?
So if it's a loving,
no,
if it's
no,
loving,
no.
but if you're in a mash up position,
if she finds you lot,
then
there's
she
some
knows
devilish
you're
thing, man.
finished. That's what
If she finds you lot reviving the demons and that, bringing out the shaitan out the sky, the demons out the blood creek landing and that, yeah, she might think, wow, this is crazy. But if you're on a little lovey-dovey, just a little missionary thing, little classic thing,
Or
like
she
what
might
the
just
parents
smile
used to
and
do back in the
go
day, you'll be like, oh, little, you know what I'm saying?
What? So you what? So you're doing it and you see your mum with and close
Yeah, drooling.
But you know what I'm saying though, innit? Like you were saying, imagine you're in the demon 360 on the head top about to go to hell in 3 seconds.
yeah.
That position there, the devilish position them. Or you got bare gargling and that.
I
Like
feel
the
like
gargoyles
it's
and
less respectful from her
Exactly.
perspective. It's less respectful, so she's gonna
Exactly.
think like what a dog. But
Exactly.
if it's in like what's the word? A elegant form.
There's etiquette involved.
There's etiquette. There's love. It's not just a G. It's this is who I love.
This is my future Habibi.
You're sending a message to your mum like yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, but do you understand? You related to it. I know you understand.
This is so feelings, yeah. But yeah, fam, like you said, I think it matters on the kind of Mazzolini you're dealing with her, fam.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah. Imagine this is the maddest one, yeah. We might need to censor this a bit before I say it, yeah. Imagine
say
she.
it then.
Nah, I'm gonna say it anyway. Imagine she comes in, yeah. Your mum comes in, yeah, and your tool.
No.
And your tool is in the girl's throat, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standard.
Was that standard?
What?
Is that standard? Is it?
No, I'm just saying like it's a bit of a mad situation.
Is that standard?
Carry on.
My mum would go mad. What is that standard in this day and age?
What was what standard?
Oh, bro, I just said, yeah. I just said, yeah. When we're talking about mad positions, like, what would alarm your mum, yeah, if she seen you doing a mad thing, yeah? I said if you had your tool down your girl's throat, yeah, on a gargoyle thing, she can barely breathe.
said-
yeah.
you-
He's
that's
saying
why I
that's
said
standard.
standard.
Yo, cold. What? That's normal.
I've never
No,
been in that
I'm being
position.
sarcastic, obviously.
Nah, I think he was genuine, big man.
No, I wasn't being
Just hold it,
genuine.
hold it with
What
chest,
is
bro.
genuine about this?
Hold it with chest, bro.
Your mum walks in. Oh yeah, standard.
You hold it with chest.
No, it's not a standard
Is
situation.
that worse than
You've
catching
you've
you
just numbed
actually doing it
yourself
though?
to it.
Is the mouth, is that worse than seeing them actually doing it?
No, I'm just putting out different perspectives, innit? Different
Yeah.
type of ideas, just to add more blood cleat seasoning to the pot, because the pot's full of bare meat and bare potato. There's no seasoning, it's just bare salt and pepper right now. We need some cayenne, we need some paprika.
You're some metaphor.
We need some blood cleat all purpose from blood cleat Raja. Yeah, we need some garlic, we need some onion. Yeah. So I'm trying to put in some different ideas into the pot. So I'm saying, if she catches you, yeah, with your dick down your girl's throat, yeah.
Why do you have to be so fucking...
Your girl's about 10 seconds from passing out and that.
Oh yeah, you're finished.
Is that better than is that better than or worse than the catching you lot doing the backshot thing? That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Which one's worse? Which one would
The
make you
gargling,
lot
the
more?
gargling, the gargling.
Exactly, exactly.
Man turned into a 12-mark question.
Which one would 12 marks?
Show you're working out on that.
What's that? English language or literature?
English, yeah.
Nah, that'd be English language, wouldn't it?
Remember,
Of Mice and Men.
think
What's
it
that? English
matters.
language or literature?
Literature.
So the one of
That one
onomatopoeia.
would be language because it's a paragraph. Onomatopoeia, I don't. Why have you
That'd
said
be
that?
English, innit? English language, innit?
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Well, that can be both.
Alright, say nothing. I'm finished. That is mad. So in summary, what we're saying, what would alarm you lot's mums the most? What would they have to see to be most alarmed in?
No, that wasn't the
Everything.
question.
Everything,
You
everything.
got the position involved.
Did I? Go back to the question. Go back to the
question
question.
was, would you rather walking on your parents or your parents walking on you? So you ain't even spoke about walking in
Honestly,
on your.
I've
I've seen my parents do it, bro.
Huh?
I've seen my parents clerk, cause
What?
they clerked in front of me when I was about 4 or 5 years old. It was vivid, bro. Vivid. And it was back shots as well. My mum,
What the fuck is wrong with you, fam? I'm serious. You did jail
my
time.
mum got it proper, bro. I ain't even lying to you, bro.
Stop.
I ain't even lying to you, bro. It's my
Yeah,
mum. I'll
man.
say it. Mine, bro. Mine, she watches this anyway. She'll see it, blood.
No, she watches
She
this.
watches it, blood. She'll see it, cuz.
She messaged him. She messaged him about something he said the other day. And now she's going to watch this
Deep-
2-hour
deep it.
episode
My man said,
and
my mum
go
it
proper. She's going to watch
I
the
ain't gonna
2-hour
lie, cuz.
episode. She's going to hear her beloved son, who she worked hard to raise, yeah, say, my mum got it proper.
Bro, you just got to say the
Back
facts, bro.
shots.
You just got to say the
No,
facts.
to an extent. You gotta say the facts to an extent. Sometimes it's better not said. My mum got it proper. You just gotta say the facts, though.
But it's my father putting in the work, fam. If they didn't do it, I wouldn't have been. No, look, well, I was already born. If they didn't do it, then there wouldn't be life, eh?
Oh, I'm literally lightheaded, bro. I'm actually dying.
Yeah, you've laughed a lot. You've laughed a lot today. All I'm saying is, I was about 3 or 4 at the time. They obviously done it thinking, oh, he's a baby, he won't remember, but I remembered, innit? So me walking in on my parents, I've experienced that, innit? So I think it's only fair they walk in on me. Make it fair.
25, big boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
balance out the box.
Oh, what?
Say a
Balance out.
competition.
Balance out the box. Yeah.
Fairs.
So-
So, dealing with it proper.
It's mad. But you lot ain't spoken. You lot ain't spoken about walking in on your parents, though.
Because it's not happened.
But think about it, though. Would it be a Mazda or not?
Yeah, that's insane, bro. That I
And
honestly,
what would happen? What would need to happen to alarm you the most?
for anything, bro. Anything. If the covers aren't on them, I'm finished for life. I just remember that for life.
What do you? What,
If it's just covers moving, I can say maybe they were playing the game. But then if the covers are off and it's all madness,
Oh, you're going into too much depth as well.
Yeah.
Cool, what he has.
my mum don't watch this though, so it's alright.
so what you're saying is what? If your mum's on the gargle 3000
yeah.
and that,
You're lost, bro. It's 2 hours.
just bare gargling and that, yeah,
Okay, bro. Yeah.
you that would shock you the most, or would the back shot thing shock you the most?
I would rather have my parents walking on me.
Which actually,
Yes, 100%.
No, I'm the other way around. I can't be but asked to just face the confrontation.
You wanna
I want to
see-
be the guy with the power, like
to ask the questions.
Yeah, yeah.
Said, Dad, why was you doing mum like
thing is,
that?
I
You should have
wouldn't-
turned
I
her this way.
wouldn't-
You're an idiot. I would have done it better. I would have done that better. That's what you want to be saying, isn't it?
Yeah, 100. You
Yeah.
thought out of my head.
Took that straight
I
out.
was just about to say that actually. That was the main concern I had
Yeah.
about the technique of them doing it, not just about the whole concept of them doing it.
But you wanted the power, innit? So you want to give the tips and tricks, innit?
Nah,
To
not
your dad-
really.
to your
to be
daddy
honest
and
with you. I just wanted to
He
not.
just doesn't wanna
I
be the
just
one
did-
that's
I just didn't
caught.
want to. I wanted to avoid confrontation. I didn't want the tips and tricks.
So what will be the first question you ask them? Because you got, I Monday, we're going to finish on this, yeah? You got 3 questions to ask, yeah?
I'm not asking any.
You got to ask, you got to ask. You got
Lock
3
the
I've
door.
got my 3 questions, man.
Why
I've
did
got
you
my
not-
3 questions.
Why did you not shut the door?
Yeah, why did you not?
So, okay,
lock
that's
the door?
question 1. What's the second question they asking?
I didn't. Are you still active?
You just saw them
Still active.
Yeah, no, like.
What does that mean? What you are you gonna ask her what they're beating tonight as well?
Are you trying for kids? Are you trying for another one?
Oh, is that what you mean?
No. Like, are you even sexually active? Like, you're like.
But bro, you just
just
seen them.
witnessed
You just
it.
seen them on the
No,
back
but I'd
shot
be
team,
like
bro.
questioning it. Like, still, like you're pushing like 50, bro. Why?
So what? Do you think sex ends at 50 years old?
49, 50.
Do you know? Do you ever heard of this man called Hugh Hefner? You heard of him? You heard of him? Yes or no? Yeah, exactly. How old did he die? 99. How many gal? 102 gal, 103 gal, 104, 105. Playboy all over the land in Reba. Playboy magazine, Playboy
I feel
DVD.
bad for the producers.
Don't feel bad. They used to it by now. Playboy Playboy magazine, Playboy DVD, Playboy cassette. Yeah, Playboy radio.
Cassette.
Yeah.
Listening to it first.
So you telling me sex ends at 49,
I
50?
bet you turn my mic off.
Are you a joke man or what? Finished. So your number one question is why you guys didn't close the door. Your number two question is you guys are over 50. You shouldn't be having sex. What's your third question? What's your last question?
Final question.
Are you guys trying for a kid?
No, that's just too like she's just forcing it. You're
That's
just trying to
too-
get 3 questions out of it. Are you trying for a kid? Like, who am I, the neighbour?
Okay, fuck. I'll just shut the fuck up then. That's fine. That's
I
fine.
don't want to waste it. What would your final question be?
I haven't even given you my 3. I'm just trying to get the 3 out of
so
you
you're
guys.
just
Bro,
making
I've got
honestly,
2 out of you.
honestly,
What's yours?
honestly, just start yours because
You want to finish
we're
on the
gonna be
mother?
going on for a long time.
So my questions are, yeah, depending on how I find him, yeah, I want to say, raw, is that how you lot are putting in work? You know what I'm saying?
it's just the wording, fam.
No, you know what it is? I'm jovial, innit? I'll be making a joke out of it. I'll be saying, raw, is that how you lot are mashing up the landing area, boy? Is that how you lot are dealing with the thing like you're back in 1985 and that? I make them laugh and that, make them feel good. Yeah, that same tone, man, make them feel good. Right. Yeah, so that's my first question,
good
yeah?
parent relationship then.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. My second question is now, yeah? Fucking, I'll be asking them, raw, you lot.
This whole thing is mad.
My second question, yeah, is raw. You lot need to pattern up your blood cleat sex positions because you lot are doing the prehistoric thing. Because you know what it is, the new wave sex maneuvers are different to the old school thing that my parents and maybe your parents were dealing with. They don't know about the Ock 3000 spin on your head top and drop on the blood cleat gully side. They don't know about them things there. They're doing the old. You see what I'm saying? Producer in the background just did a maneuver just to show them what they're missing. You see it? You see it? Look on the leg. The leg is spin around on the gal head top. You see it? So that's what I've been asking. That's the second question. How you lot not invigorating the thing?
Well, so you'd give them advice on their technique?
Yeah, so bring some 2024 spice into the thing. You see me?
Yeah.
I want to see foot pan head top. You see me?
You want to see?
Not what I want to see. I want them to implement the thing for the future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You wanna see?
And my third question is, which is probably what you'd asking is like, right, what are you lot trying to get? Another Francis on the landing. That's what I'd probably be asking.
Okay, cool.
You're trying to get another kid.
That was a weird, sensible like turn of events at the end.
Yeah, I just
yeah,
yeah.
right.
Like, what you think the first 2 questions are mad and the last one's normal?
Yeah, of course.
The whole concept is mad in the first place.
You lot are
But
putting in work.
You've numbed my mind to it.
what are you saying though? Because you said the least.
What?
You just agreed with him.
I said kid, yeah, because you're just stealing the answers, bro. There's not unlimited answers to this question.
There's not even a correct answer.
Exactly, you just...
no answer
you just
where you think, yeah, that's
Do you
what
want me
you
to tell you
meant.
what I actually do? Never bring it up again. Never. Just go
And-
with that all.
and-
Oh, you awkward little.
And are your parents the type of parents to also not bring it up ever again? Or
Actually,
what are they like? Would they
my parent might come in and be like, okay, so I know last week.
sit you down? And
I know last week, yeah.
You saw nothing.
This is why I rate white
You-
people. They do a lot of this. Go on.
I know last week you opened the door
Yeah.
and you saw stuff going on. So I just
What, is
thought,
that the exact wording your mum would say? Like stuff.
let's-
She won't say Mazza on the landing or
No,
anything
she
like
wouldn't
that.
say
Nah, 'cause she's probably
massive.
She won't say.
nervous, innit?
She won't say raw. She won't mention the positions.
So I
and
just
like
want you to know that I'm sorry that I didn't lock the door.
Would
and,
your mum mention the position?
I'll be mentioning it.
Oh,
You're so finished, bro. Serious.
I was. Yeah.
Because you'll be like, when I was 4 years old, I saw you doing this position. You're still doing the same positions.
Yeah,
It's been
it's
25 years, G.
That's what I'm saying. You're learning now, bro. Come on, you're understanding, cause
this is the advice you was on about earlier. Then
look, the pieces are linking together at the end. This is
Yeah,
what is beautiful
it's
to
beautiful.
see.
you should be a
man.
teacher.
You know what? Let's summarize what we've gone through. We've gone through positive discrimination, yeah. We've gone through parental sex advice, yeah, from the aspect of the
I would
parent
say advice.
and the aspect of the kid, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've
Discussion,
and we've
not
gone
advice.
through, and we've gone through the most famous guest of all, who's not here, Bunda Becky.
Okay. Give a round of applause for Bunda
a round of
Becky.
applause. Round of
Bunda
applause, yeah.
Becky, bro.
For you and your probably 15 years to life in prison, yeah. For sexual intercourse with year 11 boys and that, yeah.
Yeah, you're
So it's
lost.
crazy.
Okay, well. Is that it then? Is that it then? How are we done?
But yeah, I'm gonna let you end the podcast, yeah.
Okay, go on.
Whatever speech, whatever final message you want to give to the people, whatever speech, whatever philosophy that you've
Well,
got
it's
stored in
more
your
of a
head.
message to future guests.
Go on, then. If you want to, if you want to give a message to future guests, go on. By all means, go on.
But I really
Summarize your experience. Let them know how you found this. Go on.
So the whole procedure, you get transported to some studio in some building. You go up, you're confused, you're nervous. You do the podcast, which is what you just seen, and when you leave, you're equally as confused and nervous.
Wow.
Like,
And I don't actually know if this.
But also, what you
this
could
was
say,
not real. This did not just happen.
you could also say that we've changed your life.
No, nothing's changed.
Just how your outlook on things.
My outlook on Coventry's changed because of one person in it.
You looking at me? It's crazy. I blame the councillor, blood.
You're
Don't
one of the
blame me.
most tapped people I've ever met.
Ever met? Is
Man
that's
said
a,
people,
that's a
plural,
compliment.
but
That's a
more than
compliment.
one. So I've accounted for bare man.
Nah. Let me rephrase that.
Well, am I the toughest man you've ever met? Surely not.
What are you?
Can't keep doing this.
And with that, folks, I've been Funny Francis.
I've been Draay.
I've been Rampz.
Episode 11 of the Funny Francis and Draay podcast. It's been a pleasure. I hope you've enjoyed this emotional roller coaster of ups and downs and in-betweens. I'm out.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
He's flabbergasted. He's been drained.
Say it with chest podcast.